Better with rope? Better with rope.
No, better without rope.
Better without
Definitely
rope.
better without rope. You're
Better
dead
with
with rope.
I just want you to know we jumped off of 100-foot jump and we did just fine. We used rope that one time. 2 of you guys passed out.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You guys just gotta believe.
In the rope, never.
Oh, all right. So left off, you all had committed to your defenses of the town. One of you, the smallest turned biggest of you, decided to build a wall surrounding the volcano and try pointing it the other direction.
Hell yeah.
The biggest turned biggest decided that he was going to play ball and try to bat stuff away from the town.
You know.
What did Varen decide to do?
Middleist / smallest.
You drunk.
He decided to try to play music to lure the townspeople to a safe location.
Right.
But they seem pretty scared by some sort of giant that started terrorizing the town.
He got
I was thinking
he
that
also
could be.
got stabbed, didn't he?
Yes, I did.
Absolutely did.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Fuck the rest of this town. I don't care about this town anymore.
I'll burn it now.
They might.
Like, I honestly, I don't want to save it at all anymore. Like, it can burn and die and rot for all I care.
We'll save it. Don't worry.
What about Doris? Doris is in this town at the moment.
Get her out! Get her out!
Baron, go save Doris.
Why?
No,
I don't
she's
need
only-
anything identified by her.
Yeah, she's only good for one thing, and that's identifying crystals or magical items. Crystal items.
We never really. I guess we could have asked her to identify our other magical items, but we never did that.
Do we have other magic items? I mean,
I have
we
a
do.
shield
But...
that I could just ask if there's anything more about it.
Yeah. Is this one more special?
You're right. Like I don't know. We never actually asked. So
Damn. How dare we assume?
You know what they say about assuming.
Makes an
You
ass
could be
out of
right.
Me and you.
Got it.
Up. I'm flawless.
flawless victory.
So. Sorry, go ahead.
No. Go.
I'm ready.
Volcano was just about to erupt where we last left off. Zook, you're kind of front and center there as you're watching it.
Oh yeah.
At the magical barrier that's kind of been holding it back at this point is still working at the moment.
Sure.
Kind of see fire filling up the inside of it and slowly rising up and up and up past the mountaintop up into the air where the barrier is still present.
Okay.
Before too long, it gets visible enough that Stein, you can start to see this pillar of fire like rise up into the air from the forest.
Oh no.
Is there anything you guys would like to do before it erupts?
Run out of town. Leave. Go to the next town
Sure.
over.
Hide behind the wall I've created. I don't know. Where's Barry Allen?
I'm imagining he's like right beside you.
Yeah.
Is Barry Allen huge? Is he tiny?
No, I think he's tiny. I don't know
You
why.
didn't make him big.
Yeah, I don't know why I'd make him big.
I just was curious.
I feel like he'd just ruin things.
No.
Yeah, you know.
What gave you that idea?
I don't know.
If I can see Zook, I'll try giving him some shield because he's going to get hit by something.
Oh, man,
Otherwise,
I'm
no.
hiding behind.
Okay. Yeah. No.
Nothing
I'm
could
just
go
gonna-
Yeah.
wrong.
He's not visible. And
I will take the two-hand stance and prepare myself to smash anything coming this way. Don't know how well this is going to work, but I have a couple smites left. I'm just trying to disintegrate things that come my way.
and for Varen, you're just trying to get out of here.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to think of like what where I ended last time. I just got stabbed. I gave the people their money back, and I just walked outside the building, right?
Yeah.
Um yeah, I don't think there's anything I could possibly do. I'll try to
Really?
who was the fire giant that we were traveling with? I'm gonna go try to find him.
Oh shoot, what is his name?
I don't think we got it. I'm pretty sure he's
I'm
like.
pretty sure we got it.
I'm pretty sure he's like, I got better things to do. Let's pick up your munchkins and let's get going.
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure
sure
we know his
we
name,
got his
but
name. I don't.
I can't remember it. I didn't write it down for some reason. I have a lot of things about Favarian though.
Noted.
He's off safe at the moment, so he's not really in the picture. Yeah.
If he's off
you
safe, I'm gonna go try to find him.
guys left him at like the edge of town, and you guys kind of ran off and started preparing the defense and like left him. So you haven't really seen him since.
You can stand below me if you don't get hit by anything.
Can I like stand on your shoulder? Like climb up you and stand on your shoulder and just like direct you?
You want to like, yeah, me to pick you up, put you over
I
here.
am the captain now.
Sure. Good luck hanging on when I'm swinging, but you know what? I'm into it.
Yeah, his arms are going to be moving around a whole lot.
If you want to come up, I'll get you up here. It's your call.
Got like a little nook I can just like sit in on like your arm or somewhere. I'll just you up there. Just I'm safe. Nothing's gonna hit me.
But maybe there's like a strap. I could just like tighten up with you on there. Maybe.
I'm just like one of those baby carriers that are just strapped on the front.
You got some rope? We'll just tie it around. I'll make you like a necklace on me. Great.
Jesus. The Favarian good luck charm.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll just keep playing some songs of encouragement, man.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm into that. Yeah, sure. Come hang out on my shoulder.
Sure. Yeah. I still got some rope left I can tie around.
You should tie it around yourself and like just latch it onto me just in case you like fall off. You won't go too far.
I can definitely do that.
Kind of 3 stories tall now. You might be a little bit up there.
I can definitely do that.
Sure. Yeah, you get yourself into position up on Stein's shoulders.
I brandish my lutes of inspiration.
And it's around now, Zook, that as you're kind of peering up at this fire pillar from behind your cover. You can see that the fire is kind of stopped rising at this point. And as you're watching it, just kind of seems to be sitting there for a bit. And then you slowly begin to hear cracking sounds.
Okay.
And after about 10 seconds of this cracking, the magic barrier surrounding this fire explodes.
Is it like glass? Because that's gonna fucking suck.
It's just pure magical energy, just
Right.
kind of shooting out and dissipating
sound
as
like-
it does.
Okay. I'm glad it's not like shards of glass being propelled
Yeah.
towards us.
Worst it would probably do is just kind of like it'd be like a force push, kind of like pushing you back a little bit. Maybe
Sure.
maybe if it's large enough and hard enough, like you got punched in the gut or something like that.
Oof.
But along with it are all the molten rock and metal that's been boiling around inside the fire
Hell yeah.
that rushes
Fuck yeah.
instantly as you're hiding behind kind of the wall that you built to kind of protect the town. You instantly feel the impact and heat up against the other side as a large portion of it collides against it. And it holds. Like you're not really trying to contain it so much as just kind of stop it from going that direction. Perhaps force some of the blast energy back in the opposite direction of
Right.
not the town, like
Yes.
away.
Yes, towards the other town.
Yeah, exactly. The one hidden behind the trees that you didn't really know was there, but now that you're actually big, you can see it poking out.
Question: we never went back to Domingo, did we?
Ooh.
Oh,
We did not know.
not yet. Wait, I'll
Oops.
talk to you when I'm super tall. That'll be a real dragon.
Be a real dragon.
Who's
I
the
want to
dragon now?
back while you go.
Because I'm not a real dragon right now. Because
But you weren't able to build your wall up high enough to block the whole magical barrier. You
Sure.
you didn't know how high it went or anything. So while you did your best, you're not able to block all of the blast.
Sure.
damn.
A little bit kind of dribbles down over the wall towards you, and as you're also kind of looking around, you can see the lower portion down that crested over the wall is landing on the trees behind you as well, lighting those on fire.
Okay.
And from there, you can see it kind of arcing out towards the town, where you see Giant Stein waiting to try and bat stuff away.
I'm just.
Is there anything you'd like to
constantly
do at the moment, or
Well, if the wall is looking to hold okay, I'd like to back up a little bit and maybe manage any like overflow.
sure? Yeah.
Digging trenches. More
Yeah.
walls.
Make a nice moat.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah. I will need a Constitution saving throw from you, since as kind of the fire is starting to pour
Hell
down
yeah.
over this wall.
You got this.
I'll breathe in that smoke.
Yeah. I don't know if it's the breathing the smoke other than just straight up heat.
I'll breathe in that smoke. Constitution saving throw?
Have a
Hmm?
scarf.
You
Nice.
should just have like the scarf up. You know.
Bam. Nope.
Ooh. It's hot.
Nope. Yeah,
Well,
it's
that
a
might
little
happen.
bit hotter than you were expecting. There's some molten metal in there at this point, and there's still
Right.
like chunks of rock and whatnot. Heat's coming off pretty strong on it, and you kind of like singe like your arms a little bit as you're digging trenches.
Oof.
You're fine. You're fine.
Yeah.
You didn't
You're
need
used
that
to
in
fire.
there.
5 damage.
No.
Quick, heal yourself.
That insta kills me.
I should have healed before I went over
No.
here.
Man, wouldn't it be nice if you had some
Healing spells?
fire resistant oil?
Hey, right? Yeah. I'm good.
Too late for that.
Stein, you see this kind of wave and arc of fire pour across the forest as it comes towards the town.
Sweet.
Against like the edge of town, or like in the center of it. Where exactly are you positioned? And
I was outside the dark cauldron, but then I moved over towards Leaky Bucket because Faverin said so.
Right, which is moving a little bit further away from the forest.
Correct.
So, up at all or stay there, hunker down.
Wait, I see a wave of fire coming at it.
See like volcanic meteors like starting to rain down from the sky as the pillar of fire in the distance just kind of explodes.
Sweet. Okay. Is it are they gonna come short on me? Are they gonna like? Should I move up a little bit? I'm gonna go towards the meteors. I want to go hit something. I'm gonna keep the town.
Yeah,
safe.
it's approaching the town at this point. It hasn't quite reached it yet, but it is directly on intercept course.
Okie doke. I want to be ready to intercept.
Sure.
Yeah, I want to be ready to intercept.
How many meteors can you intercept?
We'll find out.
Right?
Is there like a big one and a small one? Like what are we looking at here?
They're just gonna start coming at you.
Cool. Cool. I guess the smallest one I can see, I'm gonna throw the shield at it and see if it does anything. And after that, I'm just gonna start swinging.
Okay.
So yeah, my entire purpose of being here was to just keep playing Stein inspirational songs, and I guess that's up to your discretion on how often that would come into play.
I'll let him roll the inspiration for it each time.
Okay.
You're like that guy
and
on
it's-
Mad
you're,
Max.
like, constantly playing.
By the guy on what?
From Mad Max, who's just like
Oh
Yeah.
rocking out while they're growing.
He's like, yeah, strung up. The necklace is holding you up, and you're all bouncing around playing.
Just bouncing around playing. Just going, that's what I'm picturing.
Shredding that loot.
Would love to have like minor illusion going just to like amplify the sound.
Yeah. Oops.
Okay.
Go ahead and make a ranged attack with your shield.
Ranged attack with my shield. Okay. That uses. Does that be a dex, right?
Yeah.
I'm proficient with shield, so I get my proficiency with that.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Sure.
No, I didn't even think about that. That's cool.
Huh. No.
You're a bit
Ooh,
fast
boy.
with the shield.
big.
So the kind of meteor you're aiming for, you throw your shield at it, and it looks great. It's gonna hit it. A little bit slower on your throw by about like 3 seconds. You watch as your shield just kind of sails off into the distance, and the meteor continues coming down as it passes by.
Shit.
That's gonna ruin someone's day.
Well, it's gonna fly back. Maybe it will. I don't know. I guess
Is
we're
it?
gonna find that out.
Right?
I'll go get it.
Are we Captain America?
That's a problem for later, me. Yeah, I'll get it two-handed ready, and yeah, that's what I got for range. So that's what I'm going for.
Go ahead and make 3 attack rolls.
3 attack rolls. Do I get inspiration for these? Is that how this works?
Ooh, because he's playing right in your ear.
Oh.
Okay, well,
Oh.
hope the last one I roll high.
Yeah.
Sweet. Figures.
Yeah.
The first 2 should be okay. The last one
Jesus.
might not.
Go figure the second roll. Yo.
Yeah, that second one's gone. What was that? 27? We'll be okay.
Jesus. 27.
You bat the first 2 meteors as they rain down towards the village out of the sky. They're gone. They're off to the side. Everyone's safe. Your hometown hero. Meteor rains down from the clouds above, just past your reach, and crashes into the middle of the town's streets.
Shit.
You're a disappointment. You're a failure.
Oh,
Are we gonna hear little Sim screams?
I'm sorry, Dad.
It's hasn't hit a building yet.
Oh, okay.
However,
okay, sure.
as it kind of collides with the road, it creates a small divot, kind of leaving trails and bits of fire and molten metal behind it.
Oh god.
And as it's kind of digging through the ground and rushing and stopping, to kind of flake off and spread to some of the buildings right in front of it.
Oh shit.
Starting to catch fire. You can see little smoldering sections from where they collide with the buildings, but they're not on fire yet.
Look at the next ones. It's okay.
But with that, the next set of meteors are coming down at you.
All right.
Okay,
So
keep
I'll
going.
need 4 more attack rolls.
4 more. I don't think I have anything special here.
Hey,
Okay,
I got
those
you
are
a nice
solid.
spread.
Those are solid.
I'm doing my job, man.
Anything that's not a 1.
Ah, shit. I got a 4 to that. Doesn't really help.
Yeah.
No. Oh my lord.
Oh no.
Yikers.
No, don't make him laugh like
By
that.
those two?
It's evil.
Is that how that works?
Evil laughter.
Yikes.
Are those hitting me now?
Jesus.
You made me die.
Probably.
You made me die. Holy cannoli.
That's gonna be bad. It's gonna hurt so bad.
I had faith in you. You
So-
were the chosen one.
How far away are they from me?
Oh, wait.
From you in your giant form, they are probably about. I mean, relatively speaking, they're going to be about 150 feet away.
Does that doesn't have any effect on my spell range, does it?
How far is your spell
It
range?
depends on the spell's range. Like,
Well, no, I know, but does
no,
being big affect the spell range?
no. In this instance, it'll work if it's 150 feet. So that's relatively what you have to work with.
Right.
So
So none of my spells are in 150 range.
and
It's okay. What's
Yeah.
the worst that could happen?
Right?
I'd not rather
Being hit
find
by 2
out.
meteors. It's gonna be awful.
I'll be there to pick you up. Maybe.
I've had
Maybe.
the first one off out of the way, but they're starting to rain a bit more heavily down now at this point, and it's harder to keep up than you thought it would be. Yeah, you swing at the second one and you manage to clip it, not quite enough to really send it fully outside the town's range, and it lands, arcs off to the side and hits right on the outskirts of town. As you're kind of like preoccupied with that one, trying to save it and prevent it from hitting the town, another meteorite comes down and pummels you right in the face.
Oh, I'm okay. I'm okay with that.
Oh no.
Fucking broken teeth.
Oh, this is gonna hurt so bad. Oh, 2 1s, really?
Welcome to my life.
Oh.
I
Okay.
forgot what it was. There's like a few sessions ago, I rolled like 3 1s in a row, 3 or
You
4
did.
1s in a row.
I think it's like 4. It was ridiculous.
So that's 7 damage coming your way, Stein. But the force of the impact kind of like forces you back and briefly blinds you, allowing another meteorite to strike one of the buildings in town and just obliterate it.
Shit.
Which building?
Better be Leaky
Buildings.
Bucket.
One of the buildings?
Uh,
Are they none of them? It wasn't the blacksmith.
Blacksmith, it wasn't the black or the dark cauldron, and
Dark
it wasn't
Cauldron
the
wasn't
leaky.
the leaky bucket. Okay.
Aww.
All right,
Good.
then we're safe
Buckets.
for now.
That's not. It's not
Honestly,
great.
we've
Ah.
only got one house that we want to protect. Maybe 2.
I like semi whisper shout to Stein, "Hey, can you bat it towards the leaky bucket? Thanks."
Oh.
Aaron, I need you to make a dex saving throw.
Yeah, buddy.
I can't catch you out
Uh,
blind. Did when that happened.
That's just my dex mod, right?
Yeah.
Mm,
Well,
I don't know. Do you have
You have any like
Doesn't
special?
matter, but like,
Fine with that. Like as Stein is struck by this like meteorite, he's kind of like thrown back a bit and stumbles a bit, but you're able to like hold on and not get knocked loose
I'm
from
fine.
up on Stein's shoulder.
Nice.
Meteorites are coming in.
Uh-oh.
there's more. Oh
Of
God!
course there's more.
All
I
right,
like-
what?
Do you think there's like 2?
God, wake up! This is rough.
Need
Gotta get your head in the
5
game.
attack rolls.
5.
Great, 5 more opportunities for once.
Jesus.
The first two have disadvantage because you're still kind of blind and
Oh, hold on.
trying to get that fire out of your face.
God damn it.
5d5. Roll the 5d5 better. That was like that one way better.
I know. I wish it was a 5d5.
Oh, that's great.
All right, let's see.
Can we just take a moment to appreciate that both the last rolls were
The highest and the lowest.
the highest and the lowest?
Right.
So here's the first one, disadvantage. Fuck.
Boy. What was that? Boy.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Second one with disadvantage. Oh, man, that's not bad. Gah, you gotta be kidding me.
Boy.
Well, what do you do? What do you do?
Roll 20 needs a dice jail.
Oh my god. All right, we'll miss that one. Probably not. I might hit one of those. Just heads up.
I'm saying you hit
Okay.
the 15 and the 14.
Yeah, that mean maybe.
I think
That 14.
maybe the 10. I can't remember what the
Alright.
modifier on that was.
No.
I don't know what
Not
for very
definitely
3?
not done.
2?
3. It's a 13. God, there's 2 crits there. That sucks.
Right. Both on the
Take a moment
disadvantage
to
rolls.
appreciate
Both
that
on the
you got
disadvantage
2
roll.
failures, and now you're getting 2 crits. Life is so cruel.
Right.
Yeah, 2 1s and then 2 negative out crits. Oh well, you know.
It's life. It
I
happens.
did not
You
save the town
get
today.
you get nat ones when it matters and natural 20s when it doesn't.
Sounds my life.
Right.
Oh well.
Destruction rains down from the sky as the meteorites begin colliding with the town. You're unable to keep up with the unrelenting assault of them. Watch another building get hit and another building get hit. And then a third building gets hit. And you're finally starting to get your feet back underneath you. And you manage to clip one off to the side of town again. Back in the swing of things and bat another one away, saving.
Motherfucker.
Okay.
I told you not to.
I got nothing here. I got nothing. I'm looking. I got nothing I can do special here.
Zook, your trenches have been pretty good about kind of diverting the like flowing portion of it
Hell yeah.
kind of away and keeping it at bay.
Okay.
I need another Constitution saving throw
Ooh.
just because the heat
It's getting toasty up in here.
absolutely is.
Ooh.
Yeah, but
Hey.
after
I'm now accustomed to the heat.
kind of you got the singed arms kind of got you like a little bit of a taste for it, and you're
Yeah.
like, I don't want any of that. And you've kind of been better prepared and better keeping yourself safe and cool. And
I want to say I
Danger.
remember that time I drank fire and then I'm like, yeah, this isn't that bad.
I've
It
had
could
worse.
be worse.
and through your efforts, it looks like you probably diverted most of the flow.
So it looks like there's probably not going to be any issues.
Yeah, you feel relatively safe and confident about it.
Okay.
If there are going to be issues with the flow, it's going to come more from. It's going to be more down the line at this point. Like you've held it at bay enough that
Sure.
for it to overflow and head towards the town, it'll be a while at least.
Sure. I'll look to Stein and Faverin see you.
It's bad.
Yeah.
Swinging fiercely in the sky, shit just raining onto the city.
Man, if only I'd create water.
It's never come into play yet where you might need that though, so I wouldn't ever prepare that.
Ever.
Ever. Never ever. Not once. Do. Could I walk over there, cast spiritual weapon,
Ooh.
To be
And-
super helpful.
and
What's
take
Zook
out
doing super helpful?
my own mace to sort of try and help.
How
Yeah,
big
you
are
can do that.
If not
Same
hit
size?
the big ones, but just like deal with the small ones so Stein can focus on the big ones.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
You want to dash over there? Get over there as fast as you can, or
Yeah.
How far can you cast your spiritual weapon?
60 feet.
Okay.
So Stein, as you're kind of finishing up with that latest barrage of meteors, you see Zook just booking it to the town as fast as he can. And as he's getting close, this glowing weapon of light appears next to you as this spiritual weapon forms to help protect the town.
Sweet. Aim for the rocks.
Are you talking to the web?
The mace nods at you.
Sweet.
Fourth barrage of meteors comes down onto the town. Stein, we've got a total of 4 attack rolls coming down. You've got yourself and the spiritual weapon to divide
Right.
it between.
Okay.
So how many?
You take those two, I'll take these two.
Sounds good.
Glowy mace.
You got it, bro.
Oof. I'm
Ooh.
starting to lose faith in you.
Ooh. All right. We got here 1. Garbage. 2. A little bit better.
Oof.
I might glance one of them again, but fucking one of them's gonna hit the town.
Jesus.
Good job, Glowy mace.
Just increase. Get a little bit better each
I see the
time.
new guy I'm rooting for.
Goddamn.
Stein, you're not doing too well. You're attempting to hit these. You're this one like just barely, but it's not quite enough to really send it any large distance away. Arcs off into the ground right past you. The next one you're able to catch a little bit better, and it heads off towards the edge of town. Turn and look at the spiritual weapon to see how it's doing. It just kind of bats away the rocks like they're nothing. Just poof, poof.
Is that how you're running in? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, sweet. Super helpful.
And as Zook catches himself up with you, the last wave of rocks comes down. Attack rolls.
How many rocks?
6.
6?
Divide them up how you guys would like.
How many you want, little man?
I don't know how many there are.
There's 6.
Okay. We could do 3 and 3 again, or we could do 4 and 2.
3 and 3 sounds fine.
Okay. That way, no one's really to blame.
You go that way, I'll go. I've swung at a lot. It's okay.
Is there a
I
way?
missed a lot.
seeing that everyone's all together now, is there a way for me to like do something for everyone, or still just focus on Stein?
If you just focus on Stein, Stein will have inspiration for all his roles. But if you try to branch out for everyone, they're each only going to have one inspiration roll from you.
Okay.
I'm not sure you can inspire the spiritual mace, but not sure.
It would just be
that'd be
Zook.
going for you.
I don't know how
Yeah.
that works.
I don't know if Zook's swinging anything.
I mean, I could.
It's your call. It's your call, man. I'm taking these 3 over here. All right, what do we got? +2. All right. Hey.
Hey.
+3. Shit.
Oh.
Hey, that one's a 19
Okay.
with the 4. That's not
Okay,
bad.
that's better.
All right. We're getting 2 out of 3. Ain't bad. Oh.
Jesus, boy.
Oh.
Boy.
The base killing it.
Why weren't you here before?
Damn. That thing
I
has
had
missed.
stuff to deal with.
Killing it. I got hit in the face once. Where have you been?
Sorry.
Zook, the real savior of the town.
I mean,
It's
there's
his
a little
mission.
there's a
He
little
wants to be leader.
bittersweetness with that in the fact that I've caused this. It's that whole like you can't save a town if they're not in trouble.
Gotta start a problem to have
Yeah.
a problem.
Yep.
Zook, combined with his spiritual weapon, managed to bat away all the meteors coming at him. And Stein, the
Yep.
last of your effort and Favarin's inspiration, you're able to knock away 2 of the meteors, but the third one crashes into the town behind you.
Is that 6 or 7 buildings that got destroyed? It's a lot.
That the wave of fire has, and you watch as additional meteorites are striking the plains past the town, rolling outwards. All around, you can see that there's kind of been this ring of meteors that slowly spread out from this volcano center point, and you can just see and impact craters of
Oh my god.
dotted all around. And see, yeah, just from what you're been able to see, it's probably just the same on the opposite side of the volcano,
Oh shit.
if not worse, because of Zook's wall redirecting everything that way.
I'm a good guy.
You are a good guy. Do you want to like help clean up this town and then go to the other one over there, or like we want to?
Is there actually a town on the other side? I've just been joking
know.
about that the whole time.
You don't know for sure. Probably not. You haven't ever seen one.
Right.
It doesn't really look like many roads go that way.
Sure.
So if there is a town, it's probably in the distance, and you don't know if it would actually
I mean,
radius or not.
I'm down to just sort of journey around, help all those we can. Help
Okay, I
anyone
was
that
probably
has
gonna
been
go, like-
affected by the.
I was probably gonna go stomp
Meteor
out any
rain.
fires around like the
Sure.
outside lands in the middle of town. I don't really want to hang out here at the moment. I didn't.
I did a horrible. Fuck.
I don't know. Favara, you can get off and just hang out. I'm gonna go like put out fires around town.
I just
Like-
outstretch my arms, like a gladiator style. Are you not entertained?
You have fun with the people, buddy. They like you more than us. It's fine.
No, they don't. I got stabbed.
As a little bit of blood like bubbles up out of his dagger wound on his chest.
Jeez. I want to look for water. Help put out the city, the town.
Sure, go ahead, give me a perception check.
I asked Zook, "Can't you make water?"
Nope.
No,
There is no.
Oh.
There's no such spell.
but my cleric buddy back
That
home.
spell's dead to me.
I I'm an arsonist, don't you know?
Right. I don't put out fires.
I start them.
I make them.
Let me live my life.
I want to somehow, some way, in one of the next sounds, I want to find a cleric to teach Zook how to create water.
Yeah.
It needs to be yin and yang, chaos and harmony,
I mean, I do have it.
destruction and creation.
okay.
I'm always
Life
like,
and
I
death.
never fucking need it. It's one of them weak spells that don't either heal or do damage.
Yet a super has never come into play though.
Utility? Pfft, what's that?
Yep, nope. I'm gonna go outside of town and go stomp out fires around the town.
Sure. Zook, you look around for like a water source. One in clear sight, but as you're kind of like peering through the fire and whatnot, you catch what does look like a river off to the southern section of town, kind of past past the first field there.
Sure. Is it uphill?
No, it's flat. It's just a plains.
Fuck. I mean, I don't know. I'll go get what I can. I wanted to say I wanted to like diverge some of the water, but
You've got your handy dandy. No, what is it? Scalpel? No, not scalpel.
chisel. But how well would that work if it's not downhill? Not that well, right? I could make it downhill, but then it'd like,
That'd take forever.
yeah, then it'd be like at below the city, right?
Or if you just like, carve a path and then block off the actual section of the river, you can just reconnect it later.
Right. What I
Full
should
Chicago
do.
River.
What I should
Reverse
do.
the flow.
What I should
Yeah,
do
Flow somewhere else.
is so block off the river, divert it towards the city, dig down so it's on a really high slope, and then dig up. Make a ramp for the water to just go. Genius?
Your mission.
Question mark? How fast,
I'm
physics-wise,
let
can
you
I get
finish.
this water go?
But
Probably not that fast.
Well, what if I'd make it like straight down? Then it would just go. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll just divert the water closer, sort of. So that the town will have water. I don't. Or just like. Yeah, I don't.
I mean, it's not a bad choice.
Right. Yeah. I'll do that in the least destructive manner.
I'm looking for villagers, I guess, to make sure people are okay. And just
Yeah,
see what
everyone's
happens down.
starting to come out from like their hiding points, and as they're seeing some of the buildings just gone, they're just like rushing over, trying to what was caught in it and whatnot. And you can hear a few wailing cries come up as people realize that loved ones are gone.
Jesus. Good thing I don't have to deal with that shit.
Yeah, that was a different campaign for you.
Completely out of place at the wrong time. While everyone's starting to go out and about, I want to start playing some deep, dark, melancholic, lamenting tunes.
For what?
To remind people about how bad it could be.
How bad it could have been, but is not.
Yeah.
Those are bad. No one likes the plague.
Fucking walk up to a widow. Your husband is dead, but your uncle's still alive.
Are you just kind of like walking through town playing this?
walking all over the place,
You get
greeting
stabbed.
every person I see with a nod and a smile.
I fucking love this.
I mean, this is supposed to like lament what's happened, but still attempt to cheer them up.
Sure.
I'm not doing this to be like
No, yeah.
vindictive
Sure.
or just be an asshole.
I really want like people to come up to you and be like, "What the fuck are you doing? Help us! Pick up a bucket.
Like,
Get some water."
there's the rubble. Put the fires out. No, I'm busy.
To be fair, I'm playing this on the loot of inspiration.
You motion towards your loot case, which has spare some change.
It's for the town rebuilding.
Right? Yeah, totally.
on
It's
my
for a
loot
good
case I'm carrying on
cause.
my back, it's written LOI, loot of inspiration.
Oh man.
Nice.
As you're walking through town, playing this, you can see like one of the sections where a house just got obliterated, and it's just kind of this point. As you're like walking past it, kind of begins to swirl a little bit, and then you watch as it just kind of recedes down into the ground, and it's just gone. Where there was fire, there's now just nothing. And the heat you could feel kind of is gone as well. It's almost like there was never a fire there, except the signs, just the burning wood and the rubble of the building signify otherwise. As you're watching, you can see Barnabas, the fire giant, kind of stand up from right next to it as he looks around. And
How'd you forget that?
I don't know, man. It's been 2 weeks.
and he spots the next pool of fire, and he kind of jogs towards it. You can kind of get like a clear view of it as he pulls out like a little flask from his coat, his hands into the fire. He mutters something that you hear, and you watch as he kind of contains all the fire in this flask. Tap on it, puts it into his coat, up and looks for the next pool of fire for him to put out.
So
Stein, you're just
he's got
saying,
an
sorry,
infinity flask, right?
it's a different flask each time. Like
Oh,
it'll be an
okay.
empty flask when he pulls out the next one.
That makes a little more sense.
Stein, you're out stomping fires out in the countryside.
Yeah.
While you're kind of out in the plains around town putting out fires, you see that crazy guy McGee's house is 100% fine.
Of course it is.
That's okay.
At all. Except his crop field right next to his house is just gone.
Oh shit.
A meteorite struck it, and it's just the whole thing is just earth at this point. You
Great.
can't see any crops left in it.
Well,
He won't be happy about that.
he's not gonna like that. Is it on fire or is it just gone?
Just gone.
Okay.
It struck, put out the fire, or it just kind of burned itself out, but just kind of tore up the ground and tore up all the crops there.
I'll bother that guy later. I'll go make sure there's no fires burning down forests or whatever.
Which there are. The fire kind of blew out over the trees, and so the trees closest to the town are. See it slowly starting to gather strength, but looking on like the opposite side, completely on fire. On the opposite side, it's just kind of a horizon of fire.
Fantastic.
I got you.
God, I hate having to do this. Can I see the river from anywhere around here?
Um, working at what looks like a river.
No. Right around the mountain, there's a river. Trying to decide myself. Beer's probably good enough. I guess we're gonna go and. So I can't stomp out trees. I guess I'll just try to pour some beer on top of them. Maybe that'll put them out.
Flammable? I honestly don't know.
I mean, it's a dark
It's-
beer. I didn't put
it-
whiskey out of it.
Oh, ooh. I would imagine like it would create like a quick flame. That would last though.
I feel like it would just kind of it would ignite, burn itself up, and then
Just like any other cooking alcohol.
it helps, but it doesn't necessarily hurt either. It kind of makes the fire a little bit bigger, but it almost instantly just kind of dies back down, and it was.
God damn it.
Can I find carrots?
You can call him.
Yeah, I'll start calling out the carrots. And I guess I'll try to meet up with the others after I find them.
You give him a little ring-a-ling on the Rocky Talkies, and it's about 3 rings before he finally picks up and goes, "So, how did it all go?"
Where's he at?
So, where you at, buddy?
Oh, you told me to get safe. I'm in the 2-4 silver.
Smart man.
Smart
man.
move. Smart move. Can you happen to see if any remnants of the meteorites landed anywhere near you or anywhere on the other side
For
of the
sure, I can
mountain?
see right at the edge of the blast zone here. Yep.
What's destroyed?
Oh, out this way, just trees and stuff.
Oh, okay, good. I mean, sad days to the trees. The druids are probably gonna hate us, but oh well.
Who cares about the druids?
It's true.
I like you, carrots.
They don't want me to eat their carrots, and I tell them, "Hey, I like carrots."
That's it.
Is there any way for you to contact any sort of help, get some help for these townsfolk while we try to evacuate them somewhere safer to handle the aftermath?
We've already got help coming.
Oh,
Hey,
fantastic.
suspicion rises.
He goes, "My employer's rich, you know. He's like the richest person in town.
I like
Wind
your
of
employer.
trouble. He was out of town. Knows that the townsfolk would kind of turn against him if he didn't help them. So he's sending like a huge caravan this way. They should be there. I want to say soon because I don't know what the roads are like with all this debris and craters and whatnot. But like they're on their way
taken out by the meteor.
Right.
Oh, that'd be bad.
there sometime.
We should probably look into that sometime here. Hey, you guys on the talkies. Do you guys find any water around here? The beer's not putting the fire out. Just heads up, in case you were wondering.
We're trying to have a moment here. Excuse you, Stein.
I'm busy trying to put out fire, and beer doesn't put out fire. I just want you to know
I'm busy trying to find a way to put out the fire.
I'm diverting a river towards the city.
No one cares.
that.
Okay.
Are you east or west of me?
I don't know.
Here, I'll hold my hammer in the air. Do you see me now?
About northwest compared to you. Maybe north by northwest. It's like a clear shot across the plains. You can see him like standing in the tree.
Looking like this.
I wave at him. Yes, I can see you. You're like north of me.
Do we need to set up smoke
northwest.
signals? Is this too soon for smoke signals?
Thank you. Start running over towards Zoo.
I just feel like the earth like just shake.
Yeah, it doesn't take you too long at your larger size. So
Jesus.
Hey, bud. I need
Hey.
to get some of that water.
Go for
I
it.
really hate doing this, and maybe I'll give you a drink for later.
I'm
But I'm
fine.
gonna just take my stupid stein and fill it with water, I guess. God, that sounds terrible.
What happens?
as you dip the Infinistine into this river, you watch as the dark ale inside just instantly clears up into pure crystal clear water. Clear because it's got kind of like mud and dirt from all the craters and whatnot that kicked up debris everywhere,
All right, yeah.
Sure.
and just picks up the water that's in it and actually clean water to use as opposed to the murky water that is the river.
Interesting.
And in addition to be in the stein is no longer in there as well.
Oh, the carrot's gone.
Carrots is
Thank
gonna be
water.
pissed about that.
So what? You can like fill it full of solids until you put in a liquid. Whatever. All right, cool. Let's
Right? Well,
all right, all right.
I imagine the water goes in, pushing out the beer and pushing out the carrot. That makes any sense?
There's a bunch of trees on fire. I'm gonna go put those out. You need anything from me?
No.
Cool. And then run back over to the forest and start filling it full of water.
Drowning all the druids.
Sorry, wildlife, you weren't burnt alive. Now you're gonna drown.
Right.
You're much more successful with this stein of water. And with your larger size and just the capacity that this stein is at, large, you're able to start putting out these little fires pretty quickly. Doesn't take you too terribly long before you've kind of cleared out this side of the forest from all the fire, leaving the other side that's just kind of solid fire left.
I guess I'm gonna go save the forest. Yeah, I'm gonna go take care of the forest. That's probably a large fire. Let's gonna not do that. Let's go take care of the forest. I'm on fire duty.
As you head that way, you kind of see Zook's handiwork right up next to where this fire mountain used to be.
Oh,
Kind of a crater itself full of just liquid fire, as a nice kind of bubbling molten lake at this point.
cool.
The large wall that's mostly still intact, rising up over it, and kind of a river of fire a little bit from the lake.
Okay then. Nice handiwork.
Try to put out the lake as well, or just focus on the forest for now.
Oh, we're gonna focus on forest for now. I guess I'll probably cut. The lake's not like it's just an exploded mountain that's just had a
So just kind of sitting there.
fire. So I mean, I can come back to that later. I'm gonna stop the constantly burning, destroying all of the everything fire first.
Sure. You start making your way
You're back.
and work on putting it out.
Yep. Just gonna slowly make my way and just steining it out.
Mhm. Varen, is there anything you'd like to do in town? Ferrets.
Um, I don't know. I kind of want to just go back to comforting. Well, attempting to comfort people waiting for the caravans to come in.
You find out they've kind of set up like a kind of a hospital area in the bringing a lot of the wounded or traumatized people there at the moment so they can kind of recover get their feet underneath them if they're kind of in shock at the moment, or otherwise treat the ones that are wounded and burned.
Okay.
Just look around town some more and see if there's someone who actually needs like help.
I will look around town some more.
Yeah. Around town have kind of been put out at this point. And you see Barnabas is probably kind of he's been pretty diligent and quick about getting to each of them and trying to stop or put out or collect the fires. Sees you and like waves you over to like one section of rubble next to him where you can see he's got his hands underneath kind of a larger, it might have been a wall that wasn't fully burned. Can I get some help like lifting this up? I think there's someone underneath.
I will help lift it up. It's not like it's what I'm lifting isn't on fire, is it right? It's just rubble.
It looks like it looks burned and like it was on fire, but you don't feel any heat
Okay.
coming off of it. It's cold to the touch, actually.
Okay. Yeah, well, I will definitely try to help lift it up then.
Yeah, go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Woo!
Woohoo! I'm strong. I'm a
Uh,
strong man.
you heave against the board attempting to lift it, and to your surprise, it seems to lift pretty easily
Oh,
as it
oh.
raises up and up and up, and Barnabas just kind of holds it up. You can see there's 3 people that were trapped under the rubble. An older gentleman. All of them look kind of covered in soot. Older gentleman has a badly burned leg at this point, but the kids look healthy and safe condition, if not distraught.
I would like to try to get like words. I want to say gather. Herd them out of the rubble. And clean up, like prestidigitate whatever I can for their clothes so it's nice and presentable.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you cast like prestidigitate on them, and they're a little bit amazed as kind of like their clothes clean up before their eyes. And with that, they're like much more willing to kind of like go with you and like trust you and whatnot after seeing that.
Call me Mr. Magic Hands.
Yeah, and the 2 kids kind of run up to you and go, "Please, mister, you gotta help us. Our grandpa's leg he can't move it."
Boys, I've got some doctor friends. Well, they're not legally practice doctors, but they can help your friend or your grandpa.
And as you're kind of like soothing them and watching them, you can see Barnabas reach down, and with his larger hands, he just kind of gently scoops up gentleman. And he goes, "Okay, come now. Let's take you over the leaky bucket. Get yourself a nice meal and get that leg bandaged up."
He knows a leaky bucket.
I don't say anything.
And escorting the kids.
I guess we're going to the leaky bucket. I hope that guy died in the meteorite strike.
Jesus.
I carry grudges.
He's a rogue. He's not a bard. Don't let him fool you.
As you bucket, it looks like most of the tables and chairs have kind of been converted into emergency and whatnot. There's It's not completely filled up at the moment, but it's relatively full of people, more than you ever saw it before in this town. Barnabas finds a kind of an empty table that's been set up and gently sends the older gentleman down.
How big is Barnabas?
He is a little over 8 feet tall.
8 feet. Okay. So like 7.5.
Is he a wide boy or?
Not terribly wide. Not you're not a huge expert on
Sure, sizes.
right. But if you had to guess, you would guess he's on like the slimmer side of a giant.
Sure.
So he's not a thick boy. All right.
No. Okay.
Whew.
Who should be helping out in this leaky bucket to all the wounded, except our friendly neighborhood dragonborn.
Nice.
He doesn't look fully stable on his feet after he kind of drunk himself into a stupor before.
I know that fire, huh?
Yeah, he drank a glass of fire and he's back up on his feet, feeling a little chipper. He seems to be going around and like helping people out.
Burns the alcohol off.
You can see him constantly like pulling out different potions from inside his cloak, and the patient before he moves on to like the next one, and he'll help tighten a bandage or retie something if it wasn't tied very well by someone. Pretty skilled actually in most of the first aid that you're seeing him do.
Good for him.
Yeah, with that, the leaky buckets just seems kind of like a large kind of hospital area at the moment where they're treating everyone.
I want to ask around inside and make sure everyone's accounted for, or if there's anyone missing.
Oh, there are missing people.
I want to ask around and see if the bar manager is missing.
Not. He is behind the bar, kind of helping direct and guide everything. A lot of the wait staff are improvised nurses and doctors at this point.
Would be a shame if something happened.
Here's where Favaren kills a man and then pawns it off as an accident, a horrible accident. You're right.
Here's where I go
Oh,
from neutral to chaotic evil.
Oh no, he died in the meteorite. That's a stab wound. He clearly got stabbed.
No.
Stabbed by the meteorite.
The meteorite stabbed him. I saw him with a knife.
Ooh, I want to make a dagger out of the meteorite.
Ooh,
That'd be pretty cool.
sure.
It's not like a space
Well,
one. Just
hold on a
mountain
second.
one. It's just rock.
It's just a mountain.
You found like
Don't
They're
kill my
not
dream.
actually meteorites.
Don't kill my dream.
I'm trying to say, like, you have a rock dagger, sure.
Yeah.
I want to rock their world somehow.
Oh,
Too soon. Okay. Yeah, if anyone like replies that they've got someone missing, I'll like get a general description, try to like go through town and see if I could find them still alive, hopefully.
They haven't managed to put together like a full list of people who they've got kind of a large list at the moment that has a few names like scratched out or circled. Just a quick question kind of lets you know that the ones that are scratched out are people that they found the bodies of, as well as like gold are the ones that they managed to actually find. Majority of the list have been circled at this point, and asking like one of the wait staff as they go by, they just let you know that they weren't really sure the status of the full town where, so they just kind of started with a list of everyone in town and just began marking it off from there. Are about a sixth of the names that have not been accounted for, alive or dead, at this point. As you're kind of looking at it, one of the waitstaff runs up and he circles 3 more names that you assume might be the 3 boys you just brought in, the 2 boys and their grandfather.
Sweet.
Sweet. Where are? All right, so I'm entering the Leaky Bucket. Where are Zook and Stein?
At this point, Zook, you've managed to divert this river straight into town or right next to town, wherever you'd like it to go.
Yeah.
You've got a healthy source of water available to you right next to the town.
Hell yeah.
Yes, and get water to pretty much any point easily.
Awesome.
Just gonna go around, put out fires.
Yeah, kind of sprinkle, dip my hands on, and fucking make it rain a little bit. If it's a particularly big fire, maybe scoop some up.
So you can make it rain.
Mm.
Huh. Useless
mean-
spell, my ass.
Looking around town, you see that most of the fires are put out in town, but there's still a few out in the fields nearby that you could reach and
Well then,
the nearby river.
I fucking splash the water and run off in fury, in frustration. All this hard work for fucking nothing. No. Yeah, I'll go put out the fires, I guess.
Stein, slowly but surely, you're managing to get through this completely on fire. You've gotten through about half of it at this point, just kind of like over a section of trees, making sure it's all out, then like taking a step forward and repeating the process.
Right.
Getting your way down and putting out this fire. It seems like you'll get it contained here relatively quick.
Might as well.
Past, looking out past the forest, though, it's a fire where meteorites erupted on the other side, just kind of stretching out into the distance.
There's little bits of fire all across the night, all across the field.
You don't see any buildings out that way. It looks mostly just like wildlife. We're not really seeing a street or path out that way.
Okay.
So
I'll just keep.
You're not
I'm
sure
just
if anyone's
gonna
actually-
I'll get the forest put out, and then I'll work my way into that field. Make sure. Probably just gonna put out fires for a while. Maybe just avoid the town for a little bit. Feel a little apprehensive going back there at the moment.
And Steiner putting out fires at the moment.
Yep, I'll be putting out fires probably for.
Sounds like making yourself scarce.
Yep. I want to kind of avoid the town for a little bit. Didn't have my best performance.
Zook, is there anything else you'd like to do? It doesn't take you too terribly long to kind of put out the last few
Um,
fires.
Where did we know exactly where Carrots was?
He just said he was 2 forests over.
2
He
forests
didn't
over.
give you a direction.
I want to bring him up and ask him if there's if he's busy. Just want to call him.
No, not too busy over here.
Okay. Is there any place we could like meet and maybe bring me back to my normal size?
Oh yeah, sure. I'll head that way.
Looks like things are pretty handled over here. So, all right, thanks. Bye.
Like as you like
Wow.
hang up, You see a couple forests south past the river. You just see a giant carrot suddenly like spring into existence as he starts walking towards you.
Just exists now there.
Hell yeah.
I love it.
And he gets up to you and goes, normal size, a little bit bigger. What do you think? Huh?
Normal size.
Your loss.
How
He
far away
shrinks you
from the city am I?
against it if you want to be. Wherever you want.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just out on the outskirts.
He shrinks you back down to your normal size. And kind of finished, he takes a long look around and lets out a long, low whistle and goes, you guys had fun.
Fun. Sure was interesting, Carrots. Thanks for all your help, by the way.
Of course. It's what I'm here for.
You're a good friend. We'll probably ask for your help again. So
Whatever you guys need. And he pats you on the shoulder, and as he like pulls his hand away, you kind of feel like a weight on your shoulder, and he left a carrot.
yeah, goddamn. Okay. I want to go into town and find Faverin. Or check on the blacksmith.
Out of all people, that is your number one concern.
I mean, who else would I check on? Faverin?
Hell no.
Aaron, where do you want to be at the moment? Just
Where do I want to be? I would just be asking around if folks were separated and looking for any sort of signs, trying to find people. There's like buildings that are like any sort of like rubble I could try to move, or people not at the leaky bucket that match descriptions, or maybe find a way to burn down leaky bucket with all the people inside. I don't know, man.
yeah, you assume from like talking with people and seeing the list that most of the people unaccounted for were likely close to or in the buildings that are now rubble. You're
Okay.
probably going around and like helping like dig through the rubble and see if you can't find trapped underneath, or worst case scenario, a body. So Zook, as you're walking through town, you can see Favera like helping out a particular crew of rubble diggers as they're like lifting up some larger pieces of rubble and try to get in underneath. Like the crew is lifting up the larger pieces of rubble while Faverin puts on a show that he's helping.
Great.
But it's like the same.
Where is that in relation to the blacksmith?
It is on kind of the far side of town from you. It's closer to the Dark Cauldron, which is up kind of at the front of where the meteorites first rain down at.
All right, I kind of wave at Faverin and give him a thumbs up, and then point over in that direction, and point at me, and then I say, "Hey,
friend,"
because we're really like 10 feet away.
But that's really far.
Yeah. No. 15 feet away is really
I want to
far.
stand super far from the door, like 15 feet.
15 feet.
Like 100 yards.
150 feet. I mean,
15 feet. Hey, man.
Yeah, you make your way over to kind of the far side of town from you, where the front edge of the destruction happened. But This front portion is actually in relatively good condition compared to the middle and back sections of town. Stein was able to bat off most of the meteors that rain down in this area, so there's not a ton of damage in this
Okay.
portion.
Cool then.
Blacksmith is still like fully up and doesn't seem like it was damaged at all.
Great. Fantastic.
He would be happy.
Great. Then I guess I head back to Favarin.
Okay.
Pitch in. Actually pitch in.
Both of you go ahead, give me an athletics roll.
Oh no.
You got this, Varen.
Yeah, boy.
You're the strong one.
Am I just everything? Like, am I this team?
Yes, you're the
Well,
leader.
I'm the strong one,
You're not
man.
strong. You can't see things. You're not strong.
Look at these muscles.
Why don't you just like to lift up one brick and then like give a deep sigh or like a deep exhale?
I just start hyperventilating.
I think I got the black lung.
Jeez. Well, that's it for me, guys. Good job. Good work. I'm gonna be
Good
over
job,
in the
team.
dark cauldron.
Varen like helps lift through some of this rubble by just kind of like putting on a big show and as he's trying to lift stuff up, but he's not putting like a ton of effort. Like it looks like he's more just kind of resting his hands on it and like going with the flow as other people are raising it up. Zook, you're helping lift stuff up, and
Actually doing
you're-
something.
you're just in time for them to find a charred body beneath that section of rubble.
Oh dear Jesus. My God.
Is it?
Is it?
It's alive.
I don't know if like I'm just feeling evil tonight or if my character's changing, but I just kind of want to stomp on and just see it turn to ash.
Holy Jesus.
Man, you became evil tonight.
Holy fucking
I
shit.
don't-
That's
I don't
that's
know.
like real evil too. That's not even like I'm trying to be evil. That was just like whoa.
That's
I think
it's too far,
just One
man.
of those, it's one of those inside thoughts
So-
that like aren't quite outside thoughts, but I don't know if it's just if it's me or if it's actually
out of character, I can see kind of where you're coming from. Because it's like
Yeah,
the
I-
sensation of like, oh, there's something kind of perfectly like
It's oddly
suspended
satisfying.
and yeah, and it's so fragile, and so it'd be sort of nice to destroy it, right? One of those things.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
it's someone's something,
Okay, well,
and like there's
that's where I disagree.
Sorry,
I mean
Harris, a little bit different in thought.
that was a person, right? Like I have a moral dilemma here. Like out of character, I have a moral dilemma here. I'm not sure if that's in
In character.
You can't determine if you're the evil one or if Varen is turning evil.
Right?
That's
When you know
that's a
you've
rough-
played D&D for too long.
rough.
How old is, can I tell how old the body is?
Yeah, is it like
You-
super charred or
Like it's black and kind of shriveled, and you can't really tell a specific age. Might have been probably an adult.
Okay.
we can't test its like teeth or anything.
No, not really. It looks large enough that it's and that's about all you've got.
So yeah, I never even thought to ask, but are most of the townsfolk
Fucking dead.
human? Or like I'm assuming they're all mostly human.
Human. You'll see like the occasional elf or other race
Dragonborn.
around town. Yeah, like Dragonborn. But they look more like they're travelers just kind of passing through as opposed to like
Sure.
Okay.
So I'm just putting this out there. Spare the dying does not work on charred bodies, does it?
I don't think so.
What about mending?
Can I cast charming or charm person?
You're mending.
On a
Start
skeleton?
filling the houses back up.
Can I
no,
do
if
that with
it's if
mending? Jesus. As long
I
as
don't
the
think
break
so.
or tear is
Mending
no
would be
larger than 1 foot in any dimension, you mend it.
So yeah, but if you're like
But
massive,
if it's like I'm not massive, I'm normal size.
because that's so hard to change.
But it's also a cantrip, so well, I don't want to be like, yo, Karas, on second thought, make me big, and don't fucking listen to me next time I say I want to be small, because I actually just want to be big and
Maybe 3 stories forever.
forever. Never again do I want to be small.
Never want to
Those-
sleep indoors
Those
anymore.
bastards will never make fun of me ever again.
You say that now.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen.
I need to breathe.
Oh, it's good.
I'm not crying. You're crying.
Goddamn onion ninjas. I want to do something with this body, but I don't want to like fucking. Well, I don't know. How is it like? Fuck, man. What? How do I deal with this? I look to the townspeople. I guess.
one of the people that was helping you like dig through the rubble, body was uncovered. They kind of took a few steps towards it before they just kind of collapsed on the ground and sobbed.
I want to kind of like console him. I guess them, they, it.
It's a him.
I just want to say like, I want to make the assumption that it's like, well, okay, I just want to like, I'm so sorry for your loss. I really want to do anything we can do to make sure this person rests in peace.
They just continue sobbing, but one of the other kind of comes up behind you and kind of puts his hand on your shoulder and goes, "Come on, let's out of here." And
Okay.
it sounds bad, but let's put it with the rest of them.
Get a big shovel. Okay, well then I want to delicately help move it.
Pick up the corpse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Together with this other kind of excavator, you both like gingerly like lift the body up, and you carry it through town into the leaky bucket, where you can see there's just rows upon rows of bodies covered in sheets. Together, the two of you walk up to kind of the next position in line, and you carefully set it down. And a woman rushes out from the leaky bucket carrying a sheet that she the body as excavators from a different team are carrying another body to the next spot in line.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, this isn't actually hilarious, but it's just funny because this always happens to me in campaigns.
To be fair, I can attest to that.
Right?
This has happened one other time in a different campaign, where maybe Harry had a town got destroyed because of his actions. Whatever, it happens.
Yeah, it'll happen again in the next campaign I play in. I
There were
can
weird
guarantee
undead
it.
blob creatures that just like destroyed a town. It's almost the same.
Well, needless to say, fucking Zook feels absolutely horrible. He wants to. I want to lend a hand with healing any people I can. I've got two healing slots.
Who wants them?
Who wants them? Who needs them?
Wait, are you
5
near me?
gold.
Whoopah,
5 gold.
whoopah.
Wait, Zook, are you near
5
me?
gold, 10 gold there, 10 gold there, 15 gold,
Are
15
you-
Yeah,
gold.
like,
Are you in the leaky bucket? We're in the leaky bucket.
have I gone back with? If you were with me, I'm definitely like stay with you.
Okay.
And you're
yeah.
with him in the leaky bucket.
I am auctioning off those healing hands so hard.
I just
10 gold a hand, 15 gold a hand right here, 15
s-
gold,
I
15 gold,
stare
15 gold right
daggers
here,
at
15
you.
gold, 15.
Go find
And
some
we got
tokens.
17. Do we have a 20?
People that hear you doing this just look mortified that not a single person takes you up on that offer.
I slam down. I like point to the back. Is there anyone that's like seriously like just awful looking, terribly hurt besides everyone?
Dead people.
The people with like badly burned limbs are probably the ones worst off. You see a couple people with maybe they've got an arm and a leg, or both arms are pretty horribly burned. So those guys are probably the ones that are worst off.
How many are there?
About 5 in the licky bucket at the moment.
Well,
I'll just go to the worst looking ones. Use cure wounds on them.
I will slam down 20 coins on the table and then a nice little pouch. And as Zook's going off to them, I'll follow and give the gold to them.
he's paying for the healing.
I fucking don't understand. Well, okay. This is a new side of Faverin I've never seen, but I like it, I guess.
I mean, stricken by the way the Zook is acting. I take my gold back.
There we go. That's
hey,
that's
hey,
the douchebag I know.
it's not on me. This is your fault.
Why?
It's because of how you
Because
were
I'm
acting.
surprised. Oh, jeez.
It made me think that something was wrong.
Don't make me feel bad for you being a douche. That's not how this works for Baron. I
I'm never at
continue to
fault. Excuse
continue
you.
to heal some little kid's burnt arm while staring daggers at Varen. All right, going in the notes. All right, what is it gonna be? Varen offered money to injured citizen, but revoked it as soon as I mentioned its peculiarity.
I hope my note section's better.
Yeah,
You don't even have
a good 30% of mine is about Varen.
I need to breathe so badly. Oh Lord.
Roll your 2 cure wounds.
Hell yeah.
Oh my God.
Coming at you, little kids.
Oh
Blah,
Lord.
blah.
Lathander be with you.
1d8 plus 6.
Woo, that poor kid.
I'm seeing everything cross-eyed.
The standard's not liking this area.
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't blame him. I
I'm
don't
about to say,
blame
like, I don't
him.
really feel bad. I feel
Yeah,
like
I think tonight we're gonna have a little chit chat.
Is this your penance?
Yeah, man, I'm trying
scolding session for poor
for
Zook.
Zook. Yeah,
I could see like you needing to seek forgiveness for what's happened to this town.
yeah, definitely, 100%.
Oh,
So you guys just gonna be like helping out, healing and
Yeah,
excavating.
yeah. Jesus.
Yeah. Dusk falls and it quickly turns to night as you all math this disaster. And as it's starting to get pretty late into the night, hear some carriage wheels outside. The caravan that Carrots mentioned has finally arrived into town.
Tell me it's
That's
just
helpful.
full of clerics with high-level resurrection spells.
Wait,
It
oh.
is not
Damn.
full of. It is full of nurses who
Oh.
get out and they start helping out as much as they can.
Bless their
And
hearts.
the people that are able, they start putting back on the carriages to be carried away to the next town over, so they can get to safety, have a little bit more room, whatnot, and just so they're not, just so the
all
destruction
cramped in
from
the leaky
today.
bucket. Yeah, it's fair.
And there's quite a few carriages that actually showed up. It's not just like 2 or 3.
Sure.
It's like a whole train of them, like stretching practically as far as you can see.
Damn.
Are we talking like 50 people?
Carriages, and
Oh Jesus!
Nice.
pretty much it almost kind of becomes an assembly line at that point, where like the next carriage kind of rolls up, nurses get out, unload their stuff, they help loading up like bins and their belongings that they've gathered together. Then that carriage rolls out down the road as the next one rolls into town, and it's kind of repeated. But it eventually gets to the point where there's about 20 carriages left, where they've evacuated most of the like non-essential people in town. I worry about unloading the nurses and supplies and treating the others patients that are still needing care. These have kind of been excavated at this point. There's still a few missing names, but people have been digging in the rubble all day, and the ones that haven't been found yet. No one's quite sure what happened to them. If they just kind of, if there are no remains, that they just burned up into nothing, or if they were elsewhere, or
Rough.
No kidding.
Rough.
Stein, what would you like to do at this point? As night fell, it became easier to kind of spot the fires that were still,
Right.
which kind of made your job a little bit easier, as you're able to just basically go directly to the next light source, dump your
Right.
over it, put it out, move on to the next one. So as the carriages kind of arrive, you've kind of finished up cleaning up all the fires that you can see.
While I was on that side, did I notice my shield at all?
But actually, it's half sticking up out of the ground. It's just kind of pitched there.
Nice.
Weak.
And so you're able to just kind of give like a little yank and just pull it back up.
Perfect. I guess I'll go back to the we'll go check out the big giant fire lake now.
That's kind of like the beyond the town past it. That's kind of like the main light source left in the dark around you. It looks like it's put itself out a little bit. It'll eventually just kind of work its way down into nothing. Burned itself out.
Okay.
Still kind of boiling and bubbling and on fire at the moment. So
Guess I'll finish off that one. Put out the last bit of fire. Then I guess I'll give Karis a call to shrink me back up and meet up with the fellas.
Shrink me back up.
yeah, come on into town. I've been waiting around for you.
Grow me
Alright.
on down.
Oh, where'd you go?
I've been hanging out outside town, putting all the fires out, avoiding all the
Wow.
people.
Yeah, good for you.
Well, I mean, like I tried hitting those things out of the sky, but I only did I hit a couple of them. One hit me in the face. It wasn't very great.
Oh, ooh, ouch.
Well, it's okay. It's kind of bleeding still, but I don't mind. I'm a little sad I didn't hit them all out the sky. So kind of worried about heading back to town. I don't really know how bad it is still.
I mean, all fires are put out here. We've got people getting evacuated. People are getting treated. There's lots of medical supplies here. Like, except for the people who are dead.
Oh man, that was all good to the last part. Did a lot of people die?
A few.
Okay. I mean,
just nonchalantly.
Just a few.
damn. All
Maybe
right.
some.
Well, I'll head back here in a second. I gotta put one last fire out and I'll be right over.
It takes you quite a bit longer than like a normal standard fire to put out this like lake of bubbling.
Luckily, I have the water for it.
Exactly. You just kind of gotta and upturned for a little bit longer, and eventually, even that last lake of fire is put out. Surrounds you beyond the town ahead that you can see.
Perfect. Okay. All right. I'll head back into town, get Karis, shrink me back up.
He shrinks you back down to normal size. He goes, "Are you sure you don't want to be a little bit bigger or a little bit smaller?"
It didn't do
Pretty-
anything last time. It was useless. I can't do this. I'm me. All right.
And I can't argue against that.
Yeah, if it's how Mama made me, it's how I'm gonna be.
Had 3 eyes.
I mean, no, that's here. Watch.
I mean, I knew you could do that. I was just kind of poking fun at the whole "you got 3 eyes now" kind of thing.
Your mama made you.
I don't understand though.
I don't get it.
Look, I can do this and this. I can't just go big and small by myself.
Gives a good laugh at that and kind of like slaps your shoulder a little bit. Goes, that's what I like about you, Stein. And slapped your shoulder, like you can feel a little bit of a weight on your shoulder, and there's like a giant carrot hanging from it at this point.
Take a bite of it.
Refreshing after the day you've had.
Yeah, but that's kind of nice, actually. Well, shoot, you know where the guys are at?
Oh, yeah, they're over at the leaky bucket. They're helping treat everyone that's got hurt.
Sweet. All right. How's that river coming to town? We fix that yet, too?
Yeah, and Zook just dug it right on up over here, and he like gestures over, and you can see that the river just kind of alongside the town.
I remember I got my stein full of water there. I was just like, I was wondering if you fixed it or not yet, because otherwise, I don't like flood the town or something.
He did something to keep it working.
Oh, that's true. All right, I'll go figure it out. Thanks, buddy.
Time.
Hey, need anything from me?
I'm good.
All right, well, high five.
Then
Oh,
he gives you a high five, and
Thanks, bud. All right, I will see you probably tomorrow.
just give me a holler.
I'm on it. All right, I'm gonna go see the guys now. Bye, Karis.
Next time. And as you're heading over to the leaky bucket, you can kind of see some like torches and lights that have been set up behind it, and you can see a bunch of blanket covered bodies out back there.
Shit. Damn it.
There's not much in the town that's lit up at this point. Most of it seems kind of concentrated around the leaky bucket. So a line of caravans just kind of waiting on the edge of town.
Okay, well, guess we go see what the guys are doing. See if we can help at all.
It's just me. We had like 2 good opportunities to get rid of this giant fucking thing in the mirror. Yet have not.
I want it gone, but a certain someone.
I just want to know what it is, actually.
That's mine.
More
It's
than
mine to deal
anything.
with. I got plans for it. It'll be great.
Okay, all right. I can't wait.
Great.
I can.
Inside the leaky bucket, while there's still people being treated and whatnot, most of the milder cases of burns and whatnot have kind of been moved and evacuated out of town at this point. The critically injured people and the nurses and family and close friends and like the wait staff of the leaky bucket that are kind of in Favarin kind of helping out as much as they can. You also
go.
see Barnabas here and as much as he can as well.
Good old Barney.
Hey Zook, who needs some healing? I got a little bit left in me. Anybody need some help? Who needs help most?
I point him over to the most injured section.
One of the nurses speaks up and goes, "Oh, we could use some help over here."
Oh.
Cool. All right, what am I looking at?
This
Magic
woman
Hands.
this woman's got most of her face and like the side of her head down into her right arm just burned with 3rd-degree burns down. Like, yeah, any help you can give on this will help. We're not sure if we can save her.
Oh.
That got dark real fast.
Okay. We can do that. That's plenty easy. And I'll lay my hands on her and dump all my points out on her.
How many points you got?
That's 20.
That's great. Everyone's eyes, they kind of watch as the 3rd-degree burns begin healing. Skin begins repairing itself. The burns begin like receding, and you're able to like get rid of all the burns that were on her.
Is anyone else like super wounded, critically wounded, gonna die soon?
That bad, but you see a few others with 3rd-degree burns as well.
Okay. If anyone else having a hard time dying, I might be able to help them out, but it's not gonna be pretty.
So you guys just gonna keep helping throughout the night? Zook and Favarin, are you at this point, or just help out as much as you can?
I would probably be more useful if I slept.
It's like a rest. Yeah, I'm gonna just go around, talk to the people, try to be my non sassy, sarcastic asshole self that I am. Especially, like, I want to try to comfort the kids and everything. Like, tell them all these like wild stories about extravagant tribals that we've been through.
Barnabas is kind of doing the same thing with you. While you're like telling the stories, he'll be like tinkering with some stuff off to the side. A couple of stories or something, he's crafted like a little machine or like whirligig or something like that to kind of like capture kind of the attention of the kids and make them kind of forget about everything that's going on. And Um, and then they like turn back to you for like the next story, like enthused to hear what new tale you'll tell them. Gets back to work and he'll like deconstruct the machine and then like build a different one that does something that's slightly different but still along the same lines and whatnot as he's trying to entertain them with you. Zook, the like entire second floor of the leaky bucket has just been kind of opened up for people to just rest as they need it.
That's where
Probably
I'll
got a
go.
bed up there and just you're sleeping. Nurses and whatnot up there sleeping as well, who basically they're just kind of switching out shifts at this point. The ones downstairs kind of wear themselves out. They head up. They find people who've been sleeping the longest and like shake them awake and switch spots with them as they get some rest themselves. So you probably have a bed and you're fast asleep if you need it.
Mm-hmm.
Just going to keep helping out throughout the night.
Yeah, I'll just help out around the ward. Make sure everyone's okay.
And time passes to the point where it's the next morning.
I'm proficient in medicine. I can help out.
There's something
This is
like
there as well.
oddly poetic about the fact that Stein is the one's proficient in medicine.
I mean, I believe I'm also proficient in medicine.
I would hope so.
Are you?
Yeah, I've got
I
+5
was
in it.
I was thinking you weren't. Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a measly +3.
I've got a.
That ain't bad though.
All right.
Yeah, it's the next morning to this point. Been stabilized like as best they can. Burns have been treated. And once confident enough, they'll carefully lift people up onto additional carriages and kind of next town over where they can get some better treatment. But surely the town kind of empties out. There's not many people left in it. Mid-morning, the next day, you guys have probably healed up just about as many people as you can at this point.
Sweet.
Thank goodness.
I get all my spells back.
We did it, team. We
Bop,
saved the
bop,
town.
bop, bop,
We're having
Cost of a few lives.
bop, bop, bop. Let's get a different spell list.
What was that? Make
Nothing. What?
make water?
No.
What?
No, you don't need to make water.
That's
At this point,
that's ridiculous.
at this point, you should just never use that. You should never have.
Let's see.
Just flat out
Erase it.
refuse to.
We could probably get rid of Sanctuary.
What's sanctuary do?
It basically, like, if you're going to get attacked on a failed DC save, they have to attack someone else.
No, you can't attack him. So if you gotta make like a save, and if you fail the save, you can't hit him.
Huh.
I'm pretty
You
sure
don't
you
have
have
the
to
option.
attack someone else, right?
You're just like, what if there's nobody?
I don't know. They attack themselves.
That sounds really strong.
That's not how that works. Yeah.
That sounds really
Too
powerful.
strong. All right, what spells
What's
do I know?
balance?
No, guys, let me go in by myself. I got this.
Create or destroy water.
You can destroy water.
I'm thinking about that one. What
You can
about
destroy it?
hold
How do you
on,
just-
hear me out here. What about silence? What if I prepare silence? Then no one can
If it-
say anything about
Yeah.
my fucking height ever
You
again.
could really compare it with a lot
If
of
it means I don't have to hear
local.
anything from you, I'm okay with it.
Continual flame.
Yeah, I
You,
mean,
you don't need a spell for that.
Calm emotions. Is augury the one I get at? Yeah, that's the one I kind of get at speak to. speak with the GM. See the future. Sort of.
That sounds super helpful.
Can you
My
just
card
prepare your
will-
spells overnight or like during a long rest? Is that how that
Well,
works?
next morning, he gets to choose. His
Yeah.
choice.
Okay.
I think I'll take augury. Probably get rid of a different one. Ba-ba-ba.
Take whatever you want, buddy.
I am not using enhance ability very much.
And
Nor am I using warding bond very much.
enhance. Just try all new stuff.
Yeah, just go like redo your entire loadout.
Yeah, and just figure out stuff you like.
No way. I gotta keep all the healing spells. Purify food and drink.
You've
Yeah,
got prestidigitate. We don't need that. That might be a little too meta.
Well, this makes it free of poison and disease. So,
Who cares about poison and disease?
right? We can just choose not to eat it.
I'm gonna eat it anyway. Who needs diseases? Diseases or whatever.
Yeah, who needs food?
Who gets diseases these days? Huh? Baron probably, but
What?
Prayer of healing.
so if we piss in our bucket and you
Holy
purify
cannoli.
water,
Up to 6 creatures of your choice that you can see within range each regain hit points equal to 2d8 plus your spellcasting modifier.
6,
6 creatures. I'll take that puppy.
you just heal the bad guys for us. We hit them.
Hell yeah.
You took it, hit him harder.
Yeah.
Bring him back to life just to kill them again.
If we punch them harder, it'll be better.
Oh. Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna take silence. Actually, no.
Yeah, just cast poor silence on Baron. He can't do anything. Sure, almost all of your magical abilities include a vocal component.
Except for my loot of inspiration, but that's about it.
Fucking.
No, even I mean, that's
I'm sure it
still
doesn't make
sound.
a sound. It's going to be useless. You're just like,
Yeah, exactly.
I really want to take inflict wounds, but it's necromancy, and that seems
very against
That's-
you.
like some dark magic, man.
well,
It
You've
does.
burnt-
It does fucking 3d10 necrotic damage though.
you've burnt a lot of things up. I feel like, you know what? You should ask Lathander first if it's cool to use that.
Is
Ask
it cool, Lathander?
After
Um,
tonight, no.
You guys have a good dream together talking about
Yeah, I want to know what your conversation was like.
life.
Unless you're a paladin, like have to seek forgiveness for breaking your oath or something. That would suck.
I would suck.
What is your oath for your paladin?
I don't really use all of my stuff, so I don't have a full list yet. I gotta protect the innocent. I gotta protect my friends.
I'll take command.
Also, I kind of need a god soon. That way I can actually like work out some like better
Right.
oaths.
It might help.
maybe.
Nice. Okay. Good shit.
We'll get there. I'm bound to be noticed at some point.
Got my stuff. Still actively choosing not to take create water. Create and destroy water.
You should never do that.
How this campaign's gonna go, guys.
Or no ropes. Got a happy party then at that point.
We should just get rid of all of our rope.
Right? We've got the Infinistine of water. So. Did we gain any experience? What level are we? I don't even remember. We're level 4? Jeez, that seems
Level
high.
4. That seems high for our 1 year campaign.
Yeah, right?
You did kill some people, Harry. You might have got some experience.
I get experience for all the meteors that kill people.
Yeah.
It took away experience for all the meters.
I mean, if you think about it, I'm the one that's responsible for it all.
They're only townsfolk. You're gonna get like 3 experience for each one of them.
Hey, that's something.
Write that down in your notes.
I gotta console my heart somehow.
Yeah. What would you guys like to do? Most of the town is kind of emptied out at this point. There's a few people kind of left in the leaky bucket at this point, kind of wrapping things up, but they're also kind of packing up to take one of the last few caravans out of town.
What do
Well,
y'all want to do?
that was a successful mission. Back to the board.
No, it's not. We need to go back and talk to our friend and let him know the dragon's taken care of and we killed it in a glorious battle.
Our explanation could be the eruption from last night
Was the dragon?
Was the death.
Sure.
Right, we fought it.
100%.
He's not gonna believe us.
All right, but this time you guys knock on the door. Last time you got upset with me.
No, I'm not knocking on the door.
You're gonna knock on the door?
No, I'm
I
not
heard he's
knocking
knocking
on the door.
You're knocking the door. Well, he's gonna ask you a question.
Knock,
after.
knock, knocking on
There
heaven's
is what he's
door.
gonna say. Just heads up.
I
All right,
will
go.
open the door.
All right, cool.
Actually,
You're
I'm
not
not. I'm
knocking,
not
I
even
was
sure
gonna
I
say,
could
who's
open the
there?
door. The switch is in like what, the top left,
Top left, top right is one of the.
right?
It was in the top.
Upper
corner.
right corner. Does not sound like something 3 foot
I'll open the
9,
door
3 foot
again.
10 gnome
be
could
fine.
reach.
You want me to pick you up?
I pick you up
Sure.
and like, and Simba
Let's
the hell out
let's
of you.
go.
to
Let's
go
do
up.
it. To Domino's house.
Domingo.
Roderick?
You guys head over to Domingo's house, and
I'd like to point out that wasn't
just
his
like
original name.
it's the name that stuck.
Right.
So
That's all that
You know it's
matters.
spirit, but you know what? It's kind of how it goes.
And just like Stein saw it the previous day, the house is untouched. 20-foot radius around the house where there's just like no damage. Of like scorch marks of any sort. Except for his field, which is just torn up earth all over.
Man, it's a good thing I don't have to take account for all dragons.
To do.
All right. Let's go push the button.
Boop.
We'll push the button.
The door pops open, and Domingo's just right there. Big old smile on his face. He goes, "Oh, come in! Yeah, come in!"
So Domingo, I make myself at home.
I glare daggers. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna like, slowly walk in. I don't like him. I don't like him at all.
He begins pouring you all a cup of tea and goes, "Mm-mm-mm. I sense you've got good dragon news to tell me." On a teacup in front of all of you. All the like the teacups are like slightly chipped. They're not cracked or anything. It's not spilling tea. It's just, they're not in the greatest condition.
Do you have any sugar?
Yes. How much would you like?
Yes.
Yes.
I do enjoy some
All
tea
of
with my
it.
sugar.
He just comes over with this big pot of sugar and just puts a spoon in it and just starts dumping spoonfuls into your tea.
So, our friend Zook here has some exciting news for you.
Do tell.
The dragon's gone. I just like awkwardly hold my teacup
Is it? I don't know about that.
Did
I'm gonna walk
did
towards the
you
window.
did you hear about what happened yesterday, last night?
Saw what happened yesterday. I felt what happened yesterday. Do you see my field out there?
That was us killing a dragon.
Cost of my field?
Yes.
It happened.
I fault you for that. Yeah, you did what was necessary.
I just slap Zook on the back.
I move a little bit, but just awkwardly hold my teacup. Bead of sweat drips down.
A big long teacup, which does not have any chips on it, by the way.
Figure.
And as he puts it back down, he goes, "So, what are you guys gonna do about the town?"
I will continue to do whatever I can for the town. I've
Zook
done
here is a healer.
I've done pretty much all I can right now. But you know, if I hear more needs, if I hear there's more that needs to be done, I will come back for the town. That I can assure you.
He thinks about that for a moment and drinks from his teacup. He goes, "Would you rebuild all the houses?"
We could certainly try to find someone
Yes.
who has more experience, right, Zook? So you make sure they're done right and not haphazardly and have this happen all over again?
Sure.
Yeah, you could help us, anti-dragon make them, right?
Because God forbid that they're not made well by us inexperienced.
This town is gonna look
Sorry,
like
sorry,
shit.
Stein. I don't wanna speak for you, but
No, my dad's a baker.
Doesn't his town,
us inexperienced fools.
his hut looks like a fucking ramshackled whatever. Out of character. And in character.
Looks pretty long and hard at you after you said that, before a big old grin just splits his face, and he reaches over and slaps you, and he goes, "I'm just messing with you. I knew you killed the dragon."
Oh. Yes. I lift my teacup up to him but I don't drink any. I just yes. Indeed.
He leans in close to you a little bit, and he goes, "It's because there was no fire last night," and he winks at you.
I awkwardly wink. Yes. Well, I'm glad we could help.
Celebrate! It's not every day that people kill a dragon.
I set my tea down.
So get the reward for us.
out of character, Zook doesn't care about the reward. So if you guys
I'm whispering it.
if you guys are gonna want that reward, you guys are gonna have to get it.
I'm looking at you and whispering you in your face. Well, Bart. Or we can break his legs. I really don't care which one.
Is that
I'm down for the latter.
a threat, Stein?
Not to you.
I mean, you know I wouldn't let that happen.
I mean, yeah, you could heal them afterwards. I get that, but like,
Is that blackmail, I guess? It seems
don't know
more
if
like blackmail, Stein.
We're just trying to get up a leg up on the competition.
God damn it. Fucking whatever.
I don't want that anymore. I'm past
Listen,
that.
guys, I didn't want anything else out of this.
What did you want? An experience?
No, I just wanted to fucking help people.
Just wanna get
Which
fucking
I've
dragged.
done it.
By the way, you gotta help someone move.
Domingo hops up and goes, perfect thing to have with dragon slaying tea is dragon slaying coffee cake. And he walks over to
Coffee cake.
Jesus.
walks over to the teapot where underneath he's got like a little oven. He opens that up and you can smell cinnamon and sugar, and he pulls out like a coffee cake. Me too.
Oh, Zook, we gotta stay.
Dewey, Zook.
I mean, I'm fine doing whatever.
You're not being helpful though.
We don't have any
I want
immediate.
to write down my notebook. Zook's acting
not
strange.
being helpful. Oh, Jesus. I'm fine doing whatever you guys want to do.
Coffee cake for you, coffee cake for you, and coffee cake for you.
Thank you. So,
I start digging into the cake.
so no more dragons, huh? Isn't that going to be a little less exciting than normal?
He looks you like dead in the eyes. I could do with a little less excitement.
I can understand.
Did you know a dragon broke in through my floorboards the other day? Looks a lot like you too. I think you better see if you got your identity stolen by some dragon.
Delicious coffee cake, sir. I don't eat any of it.
Just
You take a little fork of it and delicious. Yummy.
I just shuffle mine onto Faveron's plate.
Feed it to Barry Allen.
Yeah, Bear Allen will eat it. Here, Bear Allen.
Dude, this dog's gonna be fat as fuck.
I'm gonna pour my tea onto the coffee cake too. That way you can eat the tea and the cupcake all at once.
And
Well, any other dragon issues you need to be taken care of after we killed the one dragon?
there was a dragon representative that came to town the other day. I didn't want to mention him because I didn't know if he was part of this whole dealio or whatnot, but
God.
Yeah, what about him?
he's kind of tall, dark. He's got a tail. Like he's just like a dragon,
I
but he's just like you and me.
would his name happen to be Razak?
I don't know about no dragon names right here. I don't like to name them because then that's how they get you.
Oh, that explains the incident last night.
What?
What?
I'm just playing along.
I know.
Oh,
I mean, that instant last night. I thought we might have met him.
We totally met Razak yesterday.
You guys made it out alive? Oh man, you guys are good.
Well, we did scale him, but he put up a good fight.
What did you do last night?
What?
Who'd you
I'm just confused and a little shocked. Or conversely, should I not be shocked at all because I know Faverin does this shit, and I should not believe anything
Now
he
you can
says.
play yourself.
Right now, I can just be like, yeah, whatever, fuck. This is just Faverin being Faverin.
Duke Bavarian likes tail.
You what?
He likes tail. Nothing? Alright, well. What do you want us to do about the dragon guy? Like, do you want me to, like, you want to talk to him or what?
I'm done here.
Okay, well, look, you're the one with the note that said take care of dragons.
Do you want it?
Not really. I wanted to kill the bandits.
Hey, Zook, what's that in your hand?
Fucking apparently it's a note.
A note? By chance? The gods! What does this note read?
Take it. I don't care anymore.
Take it, I'll unfurl it. I don't read too well. My eyes don't work. I'm better at hearing things. What's
Do you, want
this?
me, do you want me to read that for you, buddy?
My
Someone read
sister
this.
had that. You just gotta take the paper and crinkle it up next to the ear.
I like Domingo now.
Look, it makes
I
sense. to
really
me.
like Domingo now.
Oh my god.
Well, Domingo, it was not a pleasure meeting you. It is a
It
pleasure.
was a very big pleasure on my part meeting you, Stein.
Well, it is a pleasure to leave. Nice to meet you. Nah. You guys ready? You guys need to do anything else here? I'm ready to leave.
I'm glad we could help out.
Still a man on that too.
I'm glad you did help out. I mean, I had a dragon problem and you guys solved it.
Hopefully now you can live with a little more peace in your life and maybe settle down.
If it costs me my
Grow-
farmland, that's fine.
Grow
I'll-
a nice big
fix
farm.
it all up.
Yeah.
Maybe
I'll
there's a
tell
way
it
that we
burns
could
down.
also leave in peace. A little bit. Maybe.
He
Kinda.
taps his head. I
Jesus
get what you're
fucking
putting down.
Christ.
He begins like packaging up another slice of coffee cake.
Motherfucker. It was a good coffee cake though, so.
Oh my god. Great. I love it.
And he brings it back to you and like puts it in your hand and goes, "One for the road."
This is great. I fucking love this.
I turn around with it still in my hands. I walk towards the door,
You got something nice there.
slip. I'm assuming it's on a plate. Plate flies at. I throw the plate out of my hands.
Ah, yes, the old get injured on his property so you can sue him. Got it.
It was like
Greatest of grifts.
wrapped up in like a little cloth sack and whatnot. So
Damn.
tie on top.
You can still throw it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go through that. I'll keep the sack for something else.
Jesus. Whatever I can get from this man.
I've
must
saved the town
win.
from a dragon, and all I got was a lousy sack.
Didn't ask for more. Is it beneath you to ask for more?
Bro, but like, what else are you gonna give me?
Bruh.
You seriously saying that, or
That's completely out of character, by the way.
Do it anyway.
Oh, Jesus. Fucking A, man.
Sorry, it was old common that they used to use back in the days of the great poets.
Bro.
Bro.
Oh, God.
But I look him straight in the eye, and say, I'm glad that we could assist you with your problem. When we did initially come, we were under the premise that there would be some sort of compensation. And while the cake was absolutely delicious, I would say, I was wondering if there's anything else.
Jesus Christ, guys.
He strokes his kind of scraggly beard a little bit and goes, I suppose there was mention of a handsome reward, yeah? As like.
Yes,
Be
the great
adequate
sun.
compensation for your services rendered.
What is this adequate compensation?
Was that an offer or a question?
He's asking you guys, what would be
Oh, okay.
an adequate reward for your want?
Zook, what would you think?
Ooh, pick me. Ooh, pick me.
Oh, okay, Stein.
Our friendship.
Yes! My man.
Huh? Was that a good one? Huh? I mean, unless you don't want to be friends with us, I guess. Okay.
Do
I mean, I
you
tolerate you guys.
do you make all these traps?
Mm-hmm. By hand.
And all that like ice stuff? Like what were they?
Made it
Ice
myself.
ice grenades? Do you think maybe you could teach me about that stuff?
Got a little magic in you?
Yes. Question mark?
He gestures towards his back room, where the bathtub used to be.
Do you want
dear.
to
used to be.
Do you want to give him his bathtub back?
Isn't it
I
like
don't
out
have
in
it
the
anymore.
fucking forest somewhere?
Yeah, you guys
Out
left it in the
forest.
forest.
Just
It's
out in the-
buried in the lava.
and- yeah.
I don't care about it anymore.
Oh Jesus. My heart can't take much more.
And he takes you into the back room where he's kind of got like what looks like a little chemistry kit set up, and he teaches you how to like create this ice oil and ice grenades that can activate it.
Nice.
He says it's super easy. Anyone can do it. You just need a little bit of magic.
Okay. What's the magic? That might be the hard part.
Magic. Got it. If you don't got it, you don't got it.
Oh my god.
I just shoot sparkles
Okay.
out of my fingertips.
I try and make a grenade. Do I not
Yeah.
have it?
No, you got it. You got
Great,
you got
I've
magic
got
in
it.
you.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you just gotta have a little bit of magic in you.
Boy, I've got all
And,
the magic in me.
He teaches you how to craft both the ice oil and the ice grenades that activate it.
Okay.
He basically teaches you that the ice oil, any grenade that, any oil that's like touching the grenade when it goes off or is in like the same pool, it'll all activate.
Right.
You're trying to use like multiple pools or something like that, you'll have to use multiple grenades.
Right.
And you'll have to be careful that they don't all like combine into one pool if it's a flat surface or what have you.
Great.
He gives you the crafting recipe for it, and it actually uses relatively common ingredients.
Cool.
Difficult to
Awesome.
craft or utilize.
Well, thank you. This is mighty handy. We'll definitely need this in case we run into any more dragons.
It's a very useful dragon hunting tool.
Yes. I appreciate
Happy
it.
taught me.
Wise man.
Greatest dragon slayer the land ever saw.
I want to pull him off to the side, ask if we could take a
Fucking
couple.
money. Sorry.
I was gonna ask if we could borrow a couple of the or a few of the javelin, his like front door setup.
I
Is
stole
our-
one already, don't worry.
I know you have. I was trying to get one like an actual
It stabbed me.
legit set.
He goes, sure. I mean, I don't need any more. You guys took care of the dragon. And he like pulls a lever next to him on the wall, and the ceiling like opens up, and just a pile of javelins just begins raining into the room. And so a pile of them just kind of pile up, and he goes, take your pick.
Question: if I stick a javelin into the never-ending stein, do I have infinite javelin?
I don't know,
I don't think that's how that works.
but I will.
It worked with the carrot, right?
Yeah. Carrot can fit in a stein, though.
I'm gonna grab a couple of those.
Sure, yeah.
I imagine you just grab all of them and bundle them up and then just fucking have it on your back stein the whole time.
What's the normal amount I want to pick up? Let's
Yeah, you have your
Or
pick
Roll
here.
1d100.
1d100.
Like he's offering you like all this trap stuff because he doesn't need it anymore.
I want to ask if there are any other dragon tools
That
that
we
he
haven't
doesn't need
seen.
anymore.
I'm gonna pick up 9 of them.
Nice.
That's it?
How do I need?
A roll's a roll.
A roll's a roll.
You can't go back on a roll, man.
Nope, I picked them up. That's how many I picked up. Picked up 9. 9's a lot.
Scratches his beard again and goes, I mean, there's like prototypes of other stuff, and I mean, I used to have like some dragon slaying gear. You would have liked that. Nice little sword, nice little armor. But that's been long gone. Thieves came and took it. Pretty sure there were dragons out for
Those
revenge.
fucking bandits took it, and you did let me go kill them.
We should have gone for the bandit. We're going for the bandits next.
I'm
Well,
fine with that.
If we can still find the posting.
Yeah, it's fucking burned to the ground. The only posting left is like
help me move.
Grandma
Well,
Grandma June's baking classes. Or some shit.
you had to pay money to help her.
Right, yeah.
Dang. Well, Domingo, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your life.
You as well. And he like clasps you on your shoulders and like thanks. And as he like pulls his hands away, you can feel some of that like fire oil is kind of like left behind his shoulders.
Just a thin layer of oil all over this man.
Well,
Just don't forget I'm leaving the house now. Don't forget us, for we are dramatic pause. Better without rope. Just leave.
If my name ain't Balgus. I swear, from now on, all you should be like, for rewards, you don't ask for anything. You're just like, all I want you to do is tell everyone about Balgus and how he helped you. That's
I
all
give him a
you
little
need to
business
do.
card.
Yeah. Swear
The
to
logo
God.
is like a dwarf, but it's very clearly like your face.
Right. I swear to God, if Wolf ever comes back, that'll be fucking gold.
That's what I was wanting to have happen.
Yeah.
Like that's the entire reason.
For it, the long con.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's
the long
great.
con's great. Ooh. All right. Well, that was great and all. Actually, it's awful. I'm probably gonna have nightmares from us not being able to save everybody.
Yeah. I'm right
Like,
there
did
with
you see
you.
the people out back with the sheets? Like,
I actually wanted to visit like the graveyard before we left.
Sure.
ooh,
Okay, we can go with you.
ooh, yeah. I mean, if you hold my hand, maybe.
I just wanted to go around and like mend graves. Sort of,
Like headstones.
yeah, like any chips and markings or scratches in graves or like graffiti or, well, I guess
Uh,
like
yeah,
scrapings.
most of the gravestones aren't in the greatest condition.
And I wanted to ask Vivaren if he wanted to help out. Vivaren, I know you can sort of clean things up with magic, right? Oh,
Do I look like your servant?
Well, you don't have to. I can do it. I just thought,
You could get him a servant hat and make it look easier. If
it might provide all of us a little bit of solace. I just want to give back to those who sadly perished.
Fine, whatever. I'll help.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It means a lot to me.
Not because you want me to.
Are we like, are
Fair.
we the good guys in this town? Or are we the bad guys in this town?
It's hard
We
to
exist in this
it's hard
town.
to say. It's real hard to say.
Because
I feel like there's
I'm a
a
little bit of both.
both.
Yeah. I try to be good, but
I mean, I've had nothing but
it
this town's
turns out
best
bad.
interest in my mind this entire time, but
Same? Question mark?
I don't think I did anything.
I will
bad.
say nothing about this town made me want this to happen.
Would you want it somewhere else?
No. Maybe.
I can think of somewhere he wants
I'm
it.
confused by the statement.
Maybe in a
What about a little village full of undead villagers?
full of oh yeah.
I mean, they were okay. They weren't
That
super
callback,
I don't know what y'all talking about.
right?
Like, they were nice to me the next morning. I'm talking about.
True. I know too much. I know more than you guys.
I mean,
I have seen.
I've seen the light.
I mean, like
I've
I had
also seen
all
the impending doom that is coming.
Oh well, that's more. Then it is more than us.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, clean up
Most of the
the graves.
yeah, most of the graves aren't in the greatest condition since they were kind of hastily constructed and
So they're in grave condition, is what you're saying?
Ooh. Poor take.
Yeah, poor oof, not good timing.
Sorry, I thought I was feeling a little dead here.
Mm.
Thought I'd spice up things.
Mm,
I'm
Zook
gonna shut
starts
up now.
digging a grave and then steps in it and starts pulling dirt over him. I don't want to be in this world anymore. Not with that shit.
Oh, dug yourself into a hole there, buddy.
It's just reaching for it.
take about an hour to kind of mend up all the graves and
Okay.
whatnot. Once you're done, you see Barnabas and Brozik both kind of watching you from off on the side.
I give him a little wave, I guess.
Give some waves back.
Man.
Poop sticks.
Yeah, bad poop sticks is what I was thinking, man. Well, I mean, should we talk to Okay, since we're gonna go probably talk to Razek, what should we tell him? Why were we there? Because he's gonna probably ask.
For the graves?
No,
For the
he picked up Favera and I in his house, Mountain Lab.
Barnabas.
Barnabas.
That's the one.
Right.
We were killing a dragon.
I mean, listen.
We just got done killing a dragon.
Look, I know I got problems. Just run my mouth sometimes when I get nervous.
If he doesn't ask, he doesn't ask. But I mean, honestly, I kind of want to tell him the truth. That's what I would do.
I'm pretty good at that.
Based on what I've heard from him and how he's acted towards you guys and everyone around him, he seems to be pretty nice and understanding.
Okay.
That's just me, though. I'm not the leader of this party. We are a democracy, and we work as such.
I vote for Zook to be leader of this party.
Fuck
Well,
you.
good party. So what does that make us now?
Well,
It's
shit.
still democracy, but
I'm going to turn this fucking thing around and make it into a dictatorship. I don't have the power.
I vote that we give Chancellor Zook supreme power.
Second.
There's a vote of confidence.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I guess we go see what let's go check on those two. See what they think of all this. What we're gonna do. Wonder what Barnabas is even doing inside there.
That's a good question. No, that's a good tactic.
What?
Ask him questions before you can ask questions of us.
Oh, I mean that makes sense.
Yeah.
Wouldn't Razek have told him that we were trying to hunt a dragon inside there?
Well, I mean, if that happens, then yeah, we're already fucking neck deep. So
Look, man, I'm just trying to boop boop boop.
yeah, sure. In that case, we just tell him the truth. Yeah, we're
going
doing
back to
that.
that one then.
If you even want to, you can throw me under the bus.
I don't know what a bus is.
You can throw me under the wagon. It's a long wagon. It carries children to their Sunday school.
Oh yeah. Now I remember now. That's my fault. Okay.
So you guys going up to Barnabas?
Yeah.
Both of them, really?
I-
Not like going
Both
straight
together.
up to Barnabas and be like, "How's
Barnabas.
it going, buddy?"
Razek, get out of here, man.
What the
See you,
fuck?
Razek.
No. You are not needed.
I will ask. It is getting later. How you feeling, Dale? You want to call it here? Got a little bit more in you?
I have a little bit more in me. I do not have work tomorrow, so
Awesome.
I'm good.
I wanted to check on that before we kept going.
I personally would say I could go till 10:30. Not much more, but
I'm in.
basically this conversation.
Yeah. Let's have this conversation. It'll go over well.
I'm sure it'll
You
be
guys
quick.
head up to the pair of them, and first one to speak up, and he goes,
So guys, like, oh man, this was not expecting this when you signed me on for. Nope.
So okay, completely out of character. Sounds like a lizard Rick from Rick and Morty. to me. Just like throwing it out there before I forget it.
I did not put those things together, but I can see where you're coming from a little bit. Like a gruff Rick. Sure.
Well, man, like it's just normal day hanging out with us.
Yeah,
Every day is normal.
I'm sorry. I was not.
This kind of stuff happens to you every day.
Every single day.
I mean, often enough, it's kind of a problem.
Jesus. Zook's getting real nervous.
Are you guys okay? Like,
To be fair, we've been in worse spots before.
I check my heartbeat.
it's
I'm dealing with it.
I'm pretty fine.
I'll be okay in the long run.
He's got way worse problems.
I mean, we did drink fire after all. We're pretty fine.
Cough
fire,
up blood.
fire's tame and what all, guys. Like, I mean, you lost your memory as well, but got it back, and you don't have a soul, or at least you'll give it up eventually. So, like,
What's a memory?
Yep.
are you sure you guys are okay? Like,
I mean,
If I can't remember, I'm not okay. That means I'm fine, right?
I would have
We're-
liked to hit more of those falling rocks out of the sky. That'd have been better.
we're here, so you know.
he looks a bit wide-eyed at that Stein and he goes, "Tell this guy, where was I?"
I don't know. Where were you?
I may have been passed out, but that's on me.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, that's partially my fault too. I kind of let you drink for a while.
Speaking of, and he like leans in close to Stein and he goes, "Yeah, you got him more."
I no. Wait, here's a travel stein. I have one of those. Huh!
Oh man, you're the best. You're always prepared.
Ah, that's right. Yeah, no, my other stein though, it's not. I can't right now.
It's
No,
clean.
It's not functioning properly.
It's sober. It's a sober Stein.
The sober stein.
Sorry to hear that.
That sounds oxymoronic.
I had to get the fire put out. I guess
You should probably get that looked
Single
at, I
tier.
guess.
it was really good too, but sometimes you just gotta do it for the people. But yeah, here you got the travel stein. Drink that up. I think it's my last one. I gotta go fill up my other ones now.
Takes a big swig from it and goes, "Ah man, you always got the best. Always the best."
Yeah, that's from a different town. It's from Fandolin. It's pretty good stuff.
I heard about all that happened in Fandolin.
But
I didn't really think I'd meet the guys who were in the center of it. Like,
yeah, I lost my body. It was experience.
It was an ordeal.
so I mean,
But most importantly,
He was a little girl for a little while.
I was a little girl for a
Girl
while.
for
I
a
had to
while.
fight myself. It was oof.
you had a
Most
lot of
importantly-
daggers. Eddie's this guy has over here.
I don't have any daggers.
I just like take off my coat. Just like the bandolier of just all the daggers.
Jesus.
All what? The 16 of them?
16.
That's a lot of daggers.
It is a lot of daggers.
Not enough.
You know, one way to look at it.
Well, it was chaotic, but we got out of there.
We did what we could.
How'd you hear about it? It's like a paper that flies around or something.
I pick up on these things.
Hmm. Interesting.
So, what's your plan? What's on the docket for you next?
I'm just gonna go back to my travels, just kind of
Sure.
make
Yeah.
my way around.
Well,
Sounds
I
good.
mean, maybe we can travel together.
Yeah, I'm down. You guys kind of sound like you need someone looking out for you.
Boy, you have no idea.
I mean,
Gotta keep these other two in check,
I would not mind the company, but I think I can handle myself.
He's just being generous.
Maybe.
No way, Zook's the leader.
That's right. We did agree that Zook is the leader.
Yeah.
You say that, but how many times did you almost die in Phandalin?
How much do you fucking know?
I don't know that much. Like I said, I just kind of I pick up on things. Got that intuition.
Hmm.
I like him. He's smart.
Zook has stopped talking.
He picks up on things. He's got to come along.
Suspicious Zook is out.
Mhm.
How long until the lakeside thing?
Probably 2 weeks, I think, at this
Okay.
point.
Yeah,
I guess-
couple weeks.
It doesn't really matter where we are. We can always show up at the lake whenever the frick we want.
You smash your crystal.
Yeah.
I
Mid-
personally don't want to. I don't
Don't want to use the crystal.
unless we absolutely
Yes.
have to.
Right. I just want it to be like mid like big boss fight. Just like
I just
Well,
take
next
the
time we
boss with
fight,
us.
I'm being a pure
Hell
fire.
yeah.
Smash it.
Into the volcano next time and just
Well, hey, I'm more than willing to travel around with you.
up to you guys. I mean, these feet are pretty used to walking, so
Oh no, man, we got a cart.
Do we?
I think it'll show up here
Oh, that's right.
any second now. So
Yeah,
Wait.
what?
How do you? What?
Why would you think that?
We didn't tell you
I
about
think
that.
what?
I have the Funny Bones card on me?
um,
I have one.
Can I?
I have
Stein,
one. I
can
think
I
it was
see your
just-
Funny Bones card?
I think it was just Stein and
Right, I know. I don't have one.
But
yeah.
it goes with my note I made for me.
I take the card and I'm like, what do you know about this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, someone's kind of idea of like a practical joke.
Kind
well,
of.
a little
How
bit.
do you know about the card, though?
Just good intuition.
So what like what's on your like your travel sack, man? You got anything good in there? Yeah. Books?
Books?
Like,
No.
like to read?
I mean, I got a couple books, and he reaches into his pack and he starts pulling out some stuff.
I don't trust him. He's a reader.
I don't think I told you guys too much about this, but I've been known to dabble in some potions.
Oh.
And he starts pulling out some like not in potion making books. He goes, I've got a few potions if you guys would like them.
I mean, I'm okay right now. Varen probably wants some.
Yeah, I'm fine. Hey, Barnabas, how are you doing?
I'm good. Just you
What's
told me before, but it's a lot different seeing you all bigger compared to when I first met you.
right?
Well,
Right. Yes.
Hi.
Yeah, that's true.
We've been several different sizes.
Well, that's how you met
you
you.
recently.
have. You are all very odd. You know that?
I'm one of a kind.
I consider it my part of my charm.
I have 3 eyes.
You all were right. There was a town out here.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Are you going to be staying here? Like, are you going to be staying with the town or going back to?
Yeah,
You
we
know,
can.
honestly, I got no idea at the moment. A lot of my research has kind of gone up in flames, if you will, and I'd pretty much be having not quite from scratch, but pretty close to it. And so it probably doesn't really matter if I restart here or somewhere else.
What If you don't mind my asking, what
Perhaps.
were you researching?
This is very fascinating. I've been working on like a perpetual energy source to just kind of power and charge things for everyone without having to like rely on like moving water or wind or what have you. Just it like the energy of the future, if you will. And I could have sworn I could tap into like my fire elemental nature within me and use that to power an everlasting energy source. But so successful as I had to release energy periodically, about once a day, give or take.
Very
Well,
successful.
I mean, like,
Most successful.
we have one of those already, though.
You do?
Yeah,
We do. I mean, we
We
do.
do?
yeah, totally. Yeah, right,
Hmm?
right. Faverin's got it.
I do.
Yeah, you get that. You know, like you don't have to release. You just get the
Oh.
ball you can throw forever.
Bouncy ball?
Yeah.
Is it true that it always bounces?
Bounce is
It's
better.
never ending. Yeah, it is never
But
ending,
we
right?
haven't really
Bounce
like,
a
tested it
perpetual
very
bounce.
hard.
Well, I
The
mean,
ball
it
is
is
perpetual
named the
bounce.
never-ending bouncy ball, right?
It is, yes.
So,
Yeah, Doris told us, so it's gotta be true.
I lightly toss it down on the ground and just keep my hand above it so it bounces back and forth between.
Barnabas's jaw just kind of like slowly opens up a little bit, and he leans down to like it and like follow the bouncing of the ball, and he goes, "Oh man, where'd you guys get this?"
I want to like have sparks fly out the ball, like just like make some like silly like, and just have sparks come out of the ball.
make it seem more magical than it is.
I smashed it with I had a flail at the time, and I smashed it with the flail and just like shattered it, and it flew around the wall for a couple while, and I had to try to catch it, but I couldn't. But luckily, Bavarian caught it.
Are you guys using this? I could certainly use this in my research. This could be it. This could be the key.
How important is it to you?
Jesus.
What? I don't have much. I mean,
Whole home
most
just
of my
burnt alive.
belongings was in my lab, which
Oh.
has burned down at this point.
That's
Hey,
unfortunate.
why don't you come travel with us and we'll let you research this item whenever you want.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah, I guess that.
The stare daggers at Baron. Fucking man has nothing.
But like, have you thought about better without rope? Just throwing it out there.
But
What?
better without rope?
Yeah. Yeah. Do you like rope?
I mean, I could take it or leave it. I don't use it terribly often
If
because
you
it's
don't like it, you can be part of the group. It's just how it works.
quite flammable, you see, and the flammable things don't necessarily go quite
he-
well with me.
He doesn't like it. Doesn't like it. There we go. Easy.
Don't like rope.
Welcome.
Cool.
I shake his hand. Welcome to the
Jesus.
troop.
All right.
How do we hail our cab driver? Do we just whistle or something? Is there a bell system? Will we just shake Zook because he's the one.
I want to go like classic like New York accent. Hey, yo, cabbie.
2-finger whistle.
You do that, but there's no cab that appears at first. The cab driver kind of poke his head around from the leaky bucket and goes, "Oh, would you like me to come to you? I was waiting over here. I expected you all to come this way once you were done with your conversation, but I'll come to you." And he disappears back around.
He would wait a leaky bucket. He's a smart guy.
Well,
About
not this one. This one really shows his character and how terrible he is.
you can see a much larger carriage kind of come around from the other side of the leaky
Yeah, well,
bucket.
Bigger carriage, that bastard.
Here's how we win. We just keep getting
Sorry, go ahead.
people Make a bigger carriage every time.
One of our new companions is completely evil.
I am I am planning a whole like Johnny Depp or Jack Sparrow Flying Dutchman thing where I
Yeah.
have to sign over X souls.
Yeah.
to make sure I'm
100
okay.
souls, yeah. No, that is kind of what popped in my head, but something that Zook would not do.
Zook,
I have
Zook is
absolutely remorse doing this.
I mean,
They're not me. It's okay.
you have your soul. You don't even care.
I don't care.
I care
I'm
about you,
just
Zook.
doing
Don't worry.
something to get out of whatever situation I'm in.
Sure.
I don't know what situation I'm in. All I
You're
do is
not
I'm
even
screwed
in a
somehow.
situation. You can go home. You feel like it.
But,
But
like,
if he was in the situation,
I'm with
But
you
do you want
guys.
more daggers? Because tell you what, we collect way more daggers together than you did before.
yes, yes, I want more
Yes.
attack. All right.
Barnabas looks pretty impressed at the carriage and goes, "Wow, it's almost like it was you guys were expecting me."
It's not
Yeah,
really what
it's a
we
little
do.
odd, isn't it? I don't know how that works, but I don't ask the questions around here.
The carriage driver gets out and he opens the door and kind of bows in front of all of you and like gestures for all of you to enter the carriage. And he goes, "Master Brian prepares for everything."
That
every
Master
time.
Brian.
Every
If
time.
Brian really did
How's
prepare for
how's he
everything,
doing, by
we'd
the
have a
way?
bottle of wine.
Is he dead yet?
In the
Did he die again?
He's doing quite well.
Damn
Is,
it.
is he still doing the thing he did to us? Just
other
out of
people?
curiosity.
Not the first that have come through
Sure,
town before.
sure. Just wondering.
Great.
So there are others like us out there, or is this just like a continuous thing that he does? Are you allowed
He's
to
been at
divulge
it
that
for-
information?
He's been at it for a while, yes.
Great.
So
we're talking like 5
theoretically,
years,
there's
10
another
years.
person out there who has also signed their soul away and is
I
in
mean,
the
at least
process.
one.
Yes.
Cool.
I just pull Zook away. Everyone who's been part of these villages, obviously.
What?
These are all past people who've sold their souls. Is what I'm whispering. I'm thinking this is all a setup, and so you continue down this path, you're gonna eventually end up being one of these villages.
Think that all these
Maybe.
villages are still undead people? Hmm.
Every place we go to is dead people. That's some conspiracy theorist kind of shit.
I'm telling you,
Well,
man.
we can't detect dead people. What are we at?
Can we?
Heads up, you're gonna find 2 horses, or however many horses there are.
I mean, I'm not saying
drive.
dead.
There are
I-
4 horses this time, so
There's 5
Detect
things you're
evil
gonna
and
detect.
good.
What are my spells? I don't think I have.
That's the closest thing that I have to detect undead.
I have I had divine sense, but I don't remember that.
Anyways, I hop in the carriage and await
Well,
my destiny.
I guess we're going in.
steps in as well. And thank you, good sir, as he thanks the cab driver as he steps into the carriage.
Don't thank him.
You're way too kind, Barnabas.
don't thank him.
Way too kind.
He controls our destiny more than we'd like to, but at this point we're done arguing.
Rozik looks in the carriage and goes, "So you guys want me to come, or?"
I pull him in.
All right, yep, I'm doing this.
Welcome
Here
to
we
the real
go.
world, Rozik. We'll teach you the real ways of how to live.
Yeah. On
As
the edge.
everyone,
On the edge of death. At all points of time.
As everyone gets into the carriage driver shuts the door, hops back into the driver's seat, and sets off back down the road you were originally traveling.
Yep.
A little over an hour, you see, with the mines and whatnot, as he goes to the side of it and bypasses it, following it on for a ways until you kind of see a large pit with some like ruined buildings and whatnot that you're like the start of all their troubles and whatnot. That by as well and continues on the road in that direction. About another hour or two passes. Your walkie talkies begin crackling with static a little bit. And you hear a voice pop out of it. Alex, it's been so long!
Oh God, fucking damn it!
Fuck.
Who's this?
It's Brian.
Oh, new
What's
Rocky
going on?
Talkie. Who it is?
I
Where
don't,
we'll
I don't
end it.
understand what's going on.
I'm gonna throw my tuck at the window.
Yeah,
Sorry,
whatever.
Carrots.
This is
Not
kind of
sorry.
just the life I live now. Great, awesome. All right,
Sorry, not sorry, Carrots. I'm out.
next week we're taking a break, right?
Yeah. I've
And
got
then
con next week, so
the week after that we're good, potentially.
I'm good. First. Hope you go.
I think I'm good.
I don't have anything going on.
Yeah, the first. All right, sounds good. Great,
When?
fantastic.
Probably Thanksgiving might be an issue.
Right, maybe. I require everyone to be here on Thanksgiving.
I'll just be fair. I'll probably be working,
Use
so I probably
use your
won't show up.
phone. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, all right.
Man,
Then
roll 20 and video cameraing on my phone.
On-
Be impressed.
on the 1st. Have a good night, guys.
Hey, guys.
Adios,
Night
y'all.
all.